Should be working.
And we're back live here in Lehi, Utah. That was a nice dump pass to Mays Madsen, the number one slot receiver in the state.
To number 4,
Mays Madsen, the brother of Boise State starting quarterback
gain
Maddox
7
Madsen.
yards on the play, tackled
Mays
by
also has a brother on this team,
Charger Doty.
number 20, Murphy
That'll bring up
Madsen.
3rd and 5 for the Pioneers at the 39-yard line.
Earlier this week, if you're a fan of Lehi baseball, Mays Madsen just signed to play baseball down in southern Utah, down in St. George, Utah Tech. We'll be heading there to start next season. Mays Madsen's been a show on this team so far this year. Mays definitely one of the players to watch. Bingham's got to keep an eye on. There's that defensive line we were talking about earlier. Jet New rolls out left. And somehow gets it off.
Jet News pass completed to number 85, Carter Cutler.
And we'll be going out of bounds.
Loss of
Carter
1
Cutler
yard on the play, tackled by
loses the
Bingham's number 4, Lincoln Wilberger. That'll bring up 4th and 6 from the 40-yard line for the Pioneers.
Go down there.
And that'll bring up a punt.
Up to you. Up to you. If you want to still commentate, you can.
Punter for the Pioneers is number 5, Gavin Finn.
Gavin Finn back to punt for the Pioneers.
Danny, go for it. Commentate down there if you want to.
And halftime, I'll come back. Maybe we'll try again.
Sure. Whatever you want.
Because it's just the
You can also talk to
And Charger Doty back to receive the punt for the Miners.
What do you mean? That sounds pretty good. I'm surprised how good it sounds.
Yeah, if you want to just sit right here.
Delay of game.
Just do it. Just right here.
Still 4th down.
And now, as we've added another commentator to the broadcast, we'd like to welcome color commentator today for Apollo Streams, Lanny Baxter. Lanny, how's it been so far today for you?
You know what? I am so excited about football just in general. We had college kicking off last night with Utah. Big win over SUU. BYU Saturday night. We're in the 3rd week of high school football. NFL in a week. And there isn't a better time of year than right now. I'm pretty excited about football.
Definitely. No, this matchup here is one to watch, too. We saw it just on the last drive as the Bingham defensive line got in quick on quarterback Jet New. But talking with Ed Larson before the game, Ed Larson, the high school football coach here at Lehi High School, will be retiring after the year. But he was telling me that this will be one of the toughest D-lines they face all year. You know, they have to face people like Lone Peak. They've got to face Skyridge. So those are 2 teams that are in the top 5 of the rankings here in the state of Utah. This Bingham defensive line, although they're 1-1, making a name for themselves.
Yeah, it's definitely a strength of the team for Bingham, that defensive line with the number 1 defensive lineman in the state, as well as
number 1,
overall
Lincoln
top to bottom. Yeah, they're
ball
very
carrier
good. That's
for the
definitely a
Miners.
strength for Bingham.
Tackled by Lehi's number
Bingham
95,
defensive
Brick
lineman
Love.
we were talking about, that's number
No gain on the play.
56.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 1 yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 9 from the 14th
as an
yard
offensive
line.
lineman, as that brings up 2nd and 9 for the Bingham Miners.
Yeah, let's see if they can get something going here. They need to get a little momentum, maybe establish the run to set up the pass here.
Definitely. You know, it's been a bit
It's
of
more
a
zoomed out.
It's been a bit of a slow start for both teams. Both ending one drive for Lehi ending in a punt. That was that last one. The first drive for Bingham ending in a punt. But the first drive of the game ended in what would have been a punt, but it bounced off the back of the Bingham Miners. That pass is overthrown by quite a bit, and that'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Dunn's pass falls incomplete, intended for number 3.
Bounced off the back of a Bingham defender, and Lehigh was able to recover it, but then threw a pick on the 2-yard line
the Miners
to turn the ball
at
over
the
to Bingham.
14-yard
Yeah,
line.
if he makes that throw, that could have been an 86-yard touchdown. He was gone.
Lehigh.
There was a lot of daylight left
It's to the
to
left.
the end zone.
Definitely. This brings up, we talked about it a bit earlier, we've got a friendly fly that's joining our broadcast, trying to get in our faces. That brings out the quarterback, Aiden Dunn. Aiden Dunn, a junior quarterback, still got another year under his belt. We'll see if there's pass interference called. There it is from the far judge. That's the back judge with the call.
Intended for number
It'll be pass
8.
interference and will be an automatic first down for the
Money
Bingham Miners.
to out, but there is a penalty flag on the play. Intended for number 10, John Kulimushi.
Kulimushi will be a name you'll hear a lot tonight. The number 1 thrown at and targeted receiver for the Bingham Miners. Pulling out the stats so far from the season, he's got 8 passes for 113 yards and the lone touchdown for the Miners.
You know, just talking about Lehi defense a little bit. Let's see what the call is first. Holding, looks like holding on Lehi.
First down, Bingham. It'll be first and 10 for Bingham after that holding
Ed Larson really believes he
line.
loves his defense. He's been really impressed with how his defensive backs have progressed, as well as the speed of his linebackers and the development of D tackles.
Definitely, I was just doing some research last night. That's a nice stop there by the defense.
Pass is completed to number
one of the
Lincoln
corners, has an offer
Tati.
from Iowa State. Paul Latu, the middle
Tackled by
linebacker,
Lehi's number
first team All-State last year.
Wes Betham.
Ozzie Williams, the other corner, D2 offer, and defensive end PJ
Gain of
Taki,
1
the
yard
junior,
on the play up to
the nephew of
25
NFL
yard line, where
linebacker
it'll
for the
be
Patriots,
second and
Sione
9 for the
Taki.
Miners.
He's on this team as a junior defensive end. He's already received offers from Brigham Young University in California.
Yeah, Lehi is just absolutely loaded. I mean, so many veterans back on that defensive unit. They're going to be very fun to watch. They got the shutout last week, right, in Desert Hills. Look for another strong defensive performance tonight.
That one just out of the outstretched hands. That looks
Dunn's
like
pass
it was
falls
aimed to
incomplete,
nose,
nearly
number
intercepted
7.
by Lehi's Ozzie
Ozzie
Williams.
We're just talking about him. Those coaches at Fort
Coming
Lewis
up third
College will be
and
happy to
9
see
for
that
the Miners
effort.
at the 25-yard line.
Ozzie Williams, definitely a stud baseball player.
It's third
I know his
down,
dad was a
Lehi.
great athlete as well at Pleasant
go.
Grove High School. Definitely a great athlete.
You see a lot of that here with this Lehi football team. A lot of these players are dual sport athletes, if not tri-sport. Lehi won a lot last year in all sorts of sports, won the basketball and baseball state championship, came in fourth in football. Definitely a winning program here in Lehi. That pass is intercepted. Intercepted by number 2.
Dunn's pass is intercepted by number 27, Lehi Tati.
Yeah, probably should not have made that throw. I think a sack probably would have been better.
Turnover on downs, the Pioneers will take
Let's
over
take a look
first
at
and
it
10
again.
at the 22-yard line.
He should have thrown that into the stands.
Just outside.
You watch him shadowing, that's the slot linebacker, Leonai Taise Isipia on the play. Great job there. Getting the hang of it. Lots of turnovers early, lots of punts, not very high scoring so far, yet we're only at 2 minutes left to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy. I think everyone's trying to find their groove, as well as us here at Apollo Streams, trying to figure out some of our technical difficulties with the audio.
Back to the
We
ball carrier
apologize for
for
that.
the Pioneers.
I think both teams and Apollo Streams were trying to get in mid-season form here.
Definitely is. That was Devon Eka.
Gain of 2
there.
yards on
Eka
the play.
named one of
To
the
the
players of the week.
20.5
The first
yard
week
line,
of the
it'll be
season,
second and
had over
8 for the
200
Pioneers.
all-purpose yards in that game, and was a force to be reckoned with. The Davis Darts could not stop him, and he went in, scored a couple of touchdowns, and you look to see him improve here tonight. Don't know how you can even improve after that. The coaches at Utah State and UNLV who have offered him scholarships to come play for them once he graduates here in 2026 will be happy with performances here. Almost there. You saw the right tackle, number 72, Tommy Rock Olsen. If you're a fan of Utah sports, he's the son of Hans Olsen, who works for BYU as their color commentator. Also signed for Utah State is the grandnephew of NFL Hall of Famer Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, I think Jet New would like to have that pass back. I think he could make that pass just a little bit high there.
Definitely hoping his receiver can climb the ladder a little bit. Speaking about height, we have Maze Madsen, only 5'9", probably
Maybe
one of the
zoom in a
reasons
little
he's
bit.
not getting
I feel like it's
looks
alright.
at for college football and why he's signed for baseball. That one intercepted again. That's number 8. Mason Dryfill, and he's still got room on the outside.
Pass intercepted by number 0, Charger
I
Doty.
think Jet New is trying to find his rhythm
It'll
so
be
far
first down
early
for
in this
the
game. Couple
Bingham
of
Miners around the
passes
40-yard
I think
line.
he'd like that. Let's take a look at that again.
Definitely, and that was not number 8, excuse me, that was number 0, Charger Doty. Charger Doty, going to be a name to watch for here on the defense in the secondary for the Miners. Doty's already received a couple offers from Washington State, excuse me, just the one offer from Washington State.
Yeah, Bingham in pretty good position here with 1:01 left in the first quarter. I've got no score. Bingham has the ball on their own, 40-yard line.
Yeah. You know, it's really interesting, too. That's already 2 interceptions for Jet New Jet New, one of the few quarterbacks in Utah who is already
After the
signed to play
interception,
in college.
Personal foul.
Read the
Number
call from
4,
the
the
ref.
intercepting team, late hit out of bounds. 15 yards from the end of the
Personal
run.
foul, late hit.
First down, Bingham.
That is number 4, Lincoln Wilberger, charged with the penalty. But Jet New, the quarterback for the Lehi Pioneers, signed on to play at
After
Appalachian
that
State.
penalty, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bingham Miners at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, Jet New really did a lot of work in the offseason, really impressed his coaches with his hard work in the weight room. Really got stronger, bigger body. The coaches really are impressed with how physically further along he is this year than last year. Let's see if he can get it in a little bit of a groove once they get the ball back.
Bingham offense now trying to come out after turning the ball over. We've seen lots of turnovers already, and he's wrapped up quickly as number 5, Isaac Larson, is brought down
Number
quickly.
5, Isaac Larson, the ball carrier for
48
Bingham.
seconds remaining here
Tackled
in the
by
first
number
quarter.
58, West
Still
Betham.
score 0-0 in Lehi,
1 yard
Utah.
gain out to the
Home of the
19-yard line.
Pioneers,
It'll be
right off
2nd and 9 for the
I-17,
Miners.
in the shadows of Mount Timpanogos. Here, we're streaming here in Utah County. Lots of Mount Timpanogos references. The most notable mountain peak here, as Bingham tries to climb this mountain of a defense of the Lehi Pioneers. The snap, that's going to be a quarterback keeper on the left side. He's got a couple of yards there. That'll bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 7
Ian Dunn, the
about.
ball carrier for the Miners, out to the
What an absolutely beautiful
24-yard
stadium,
line.
like you said, the views of
Tackled
Mount
by number
Timpanogos,
27,
got the
Leonine
Lehigh Roller
Tassi
Mills.
Isikia.
It's definitely
Gonna
an
bring up
awesome
3rd and
campus.
4.
And I'm so glad we're here at this football game.
For the
'cause
Miners
looking
at
at
the 24-yard
I-15,
line.
it looks awful.
And at the end of the first
traffic
quarter,
is just
it's the
horrible.
Big Miner 0,
I think
your
everyone's
Pioneer 0.
ready to go on vacation Labor Day. We'll be right back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Smoked Taco first quarter break. Jensen, here he goes. Good luck, Gabe.
In style, in a great fitting suit from Mr. Mac. We feature quality, designer brands like Calvin Klein, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren, and Talia, with styles to suit every man and every occasion. We ensure a perfect fit, offering fast, free alterations by expert tailors at all 9 Mr. Mac stores. Arrive in style with Mr. Mac, serving Utah for over 50 years.
The 24-yard line.
We'd like to thank Mr. Mack.
It's 3rd down,
Look good, feel
Lehi.
good, play good. Mr. Mack can help you
Chill
look your best in your
out.
next big event, whether it's a dance, a mission, or a job interview. Look and feel like a winner in a suit from Mr. Mack. I'd like to thank Mr. Mack again for sponsoring us. We'll get to the rest of that ad read here in a second after this play. 3rd and 4 for the Miners. Looking, he has a man wide open. Oh, and he dropped it. He dropped
Down
it.
pass falls, incomplete. Intended for
That's
number
too bad. He
5,
just took his,
Isaac
his
Larson.
eyes off the ball there for a second. Number 5 was wide open.
That'll
Great
bring up
find by
4th
the
and 4
quarterback.
for the Miners
Just
at the
couldn't pull it in.
24.
Definitely. Isaac Larson, the intended receiver, the running back. Let it slip through his hands.
Back to receive
Got to
the
go
punt
back
for
and
the
watch.
Pioneers.
Remember the
Number 4,
Titans,
Mace
just like
Madsen.
Pete, he's
Back
got to
to
make
kick
sure he does
for
not
the
let go of
Miners,
that
number
ball.
90, Riley Wicker.
Coach is going to make him run a mile. We're being out the punter now for punt number 3 of the night for the Miners. Almost blocked there. Madsen with the ball. Still got room. Trucking. Thrown down
Mays
hard.
Madsen, the return down to the 27-yard line where the Pioneers will take over.
Just going into the
10.
tackle.
Absolutely love that speed by Mays Madsen. If you didn't watch their baseball team, Lehi Pioneers, they
I'd like to
took
thank
state.
Les Schwab,
I believe they were
local
ranked
access, world-class
11th
quality,
seed
with
going
America's
into the
Best
state
Tire
tournament.
Warranty. Thanks for your
And they
support
have
of Lehigh football, Les
a
Schwab.
big first baseman, a big pitcher, pretty big catcher. Other than that, they've got 6 guys on their baseball team that are just small speedsters that just knew how to play baseball. played baseball hard, and it was a pretty fun, exciting state championship for Lehi.
We've got a couple baseball players here on this Lehi offense, along with Mays Madsen. We've also got running back Devon Eka. New trying to find somebody. He does. That'll be a gain of a couple. We'll bring up second and about 7 for the Pioneers.
I can promise you Jet New is pretty anxious to get back out on the field right now. See if he can find some rhythm,
3 yards on the play
passes,
to the
kind of get
24-yard
that
line.
interception out of his head.
We do have a penalty
Sports,
flag
you
on
have
the
to be
field.
able to forget about the past, move forward, look past that, find a rhythm here, see if they can get a touchdown.
We'll head down to head referee Chris Brown now with the call on the field. Looks to be an illegal man downfield. We'll await the official call.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 59. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
That's senior right guard Nolan Morris there on the penalty. Went too far
for the
up
Pioneers.
the field. Can't go more
At
than
the
2 or 3 yards
31-yard
upfield
line.
if you're a lineman and the ball is behind you. Brings back New hands it off to Eka. Eka has room on the outside. Eka pretty speedy, one of those baseball players we were talking about, but brought down hard. That's Charger Doty in on the tackle, the Washington State.
3-yard loss.
Not commit yet, but has received an offer from the Cougars.
Yeah, he sniffed that out. That was excellent anticipation.
And 17 for the Pioneers at the 34-yard line.
This Lehi offense has been rattled a little bit as Devon Eka comes off the sideline. New, the lone man behind center, running the empty formation. The shotgun. He takes the snap. First look to the left, and that's dropped again. Dropped passes, messed up punts, interceptions. That's been the story of the game. These poor quarterbacks are having nothing going for them.
That'll bring up 3rd and 17 from the
pass by
34 for the
New.
Pioneers.
Just got to bring that in, kind of get some rhythm going. It seems like once they make a positive play, it's 1 step forward and 2 steps back for Lehi.
Definitely, if you're the Lehi Pioneers, you have to put your shoulder to the wheel to get this offense moving. A little bit more on the history of the Lehi Pioneers later on in this game, as well as the Bingham Miners, doing some research before the game. Some pretty fun stuff, so make sure to stay tuned for that.
Left.
New drop back, looking for a man down deep. That's Mays Madsen. Just tipped again by Charger Doty. Charger Doty making a name for himself so far this game.
For number 4, Mays Madsen.
Good route, good pass, just better defense. He was all over that. He closed the gap pretty quickly and made a good deflection.
Definitely, and that brings out the kicker and the punter, Gavin Fenn. We'll see if it's a punt or a field goal here. If it was a field goal, it'd be a 52-yarder. Mays Madsen, the holder, looks like the field goal unit is out there. 52 yards now.
And Coach Larson really believes that they have the best kicker in the state. Let's see what he can do with 52 yards.
Gavin Fenn.
Gavin Fenn, also a midfielder for the Lehi soccer team. So we wait the kick. Ball is down, ball is booted. Through the uprights.
And kick is up, and it's good. Pulling 51 yards. It's a Les Schwab field goal.
How about that?
And with 10:19 left on the clock in the second quarter, it's the Bingham Miners 0, your Pioneers 3.
We'll be right back.
And back to the game now. Refs discussing something. Again, head referee Chris Brown. And whistle is
Actually,
blown.
return the kick for the Bingham
Looks like
Miners.
everything's okay. Bingham now set to return.
Number
The
14,
kick, that is
Jordan
number
Thurman.
14, Jordan Thurman.
And number 0, Charger Doty. Back to kickoff for the
3-0
Pioneers,
here,
number 5,
second
Gavin
quarter,
Finn.
10:19 left to go in the second quarter. Lehi, Bingham, two powerhouses in the state of Utah. Cam, you mentioned you're going to talk a little bit more about that later in the broadcast, but definitely two ball clubs that have had a lot of success in football.
Definitely. You know, Bingham, if you're Josh Johnson, the head coach of the Miners here in your first year, you've got to be pretty happy about this. 3-0. That ball sails out of the end zone. 10-19 left in the second quarter. You get through the first quarter without any score. If you're Bingham, you got to be happy about that.
The 20-yard line.
Yeah, 19 years as the assistant coach there at Bingham, and first year coaching as a head coach. So congratulations for getting the head coaching job. I'm sure he's anxious to rebound a little bit from last year for Bingham. That was kind of a down year for them. I'm sure they're looking to come back like they were in the 2000s.
Definitely that 2000s Bingham's team. I remember that growing up. You had everybody. Everyone signing to BYU went to Bingham. So naturally, as a BYU fan, I was paying special attention to the Bingham offense because they were leading out and shoveling out Cougars. That became the Cougar track. And that ball, again, dropped.
I think both coaches are
Reading
next
Dunn's
week going
pass
to be
ball
practicing with the wide
intended for
receivers,
Lincoln Tahi.
bringing those balls in
That'll bring
because
up
we've
second
had a lot
and
of
10 for the
dropped
Miners at the 20.
footballs so far.
Definitely uncanny for both of these teams, the amount of drops, especially for Lehi so far.
Depending on the
Drops
play for the Pioneers, number
have come in
9,
crucial
Felicimani
moments.
Taki.
And that's Taki, who we talked about earlier. Taki, you'll recognize that name if you're a BYU football fan or if you're a Cleveland Brown or New England Patriot fan. Sione Taki did not make the 53-man roster, but has been placed on the PUP list as that pass is thrown to the right and pushed out of bounds, 3rd and long, again for the Miners. But just as we were saying, Sione Taki, the uncle
Dunn's pass
of PJ Taki,
completed.
on the PUP list,
The number
physically
0,
unable
Charger
to
Doty,
perform, will be out
tackled
for
by
the first 4
Lehi's
weeks
number 3, Abe
of the
Jager,
season.
and number 20,
They have 5 weeks
Murphy
to
Madsen.
sign him to the 53-man roster, or else he's put out on waivers.
3 yards on the play.
Good pursuit
That'll bring
there
up
by Murph
3rd
Madsen,
down.
brother of
It's
Maze
3rd down,
Madsen,
Lehi.
number 20.
What was that?
Oh, let's get loud.
3rd and 10. Not updated on the scoreboard. 3rd and a little bit lower than that. That one's going to be short. Again, Charger Doty. Charger Doty has been everywhere
once again
for this Bingham Miner team.
down at the 29-yard line. It'll bring up 4th
Crowd
and 1
trying to get
for
the
the
Lehi
Miners.
defense going with 9:49 left to go in the second quarter.
Been a bit of a
On the
low-scoring
punt for
game.
the Miners, number 90, Riley Wicker, and back to
Lehi
receive the
has scored at
Pioneers,
least
number
30
4,
points in each of their games so
Madsen.
far this season. Bingham, we kind of expected a little bit lower scoring from them, was shut out by Lone Peak, and only scored, I believe it was 17.
Oh, fake
Oh, the
punt.
fake punt! And he got it!
They got it.
How about that?
Number
Bring up the replay here
13,
in
the
a
ball
second.
carrier
Yeah,
for
that was perfect.
the Miners, number
Just
13,
right up the
Talon Van
middle.
Sickle,
Perfect
on the
fake.
fake punt.
Had the
First
blocks.
down for the Miners
Got
at
the
the
first down.
34-yard line.
Look at the defensive back carrying the ball, running with it. Nice job there by Van
Boy, great
Sickle.
blocking. Looked like the Philadelphia Eagles push, which I hate to say that since I'm a Cowboys fan, but they definitely perfected that push, and that's what the Bingham offensive line looked like right there.
Definitely. Speaking about the NFL, Bingham has had 9 students come through. Sal Jordan, that's a pass to the right side. Oh my goodness, what a catch. He almost caught that behind
David
him.
Jones
Phenomenal
pass
catch.
completed
That was
to number 10,
unbelievable.
John
That was great
Kulanucci.
defense. I don't know how he pulled that in.
Defending on the play for the Pioneers, Abe Jager.
Let's take a look at it. I'm sorry.
Game is enough for a first down for the Miners at the 33-yard line.
You see here, Dunn drops back to pass. We couldn't
that was a
quite
great catch.
figure it out,
Great
but
catch.
nice catch there by the Miners.
Yeah, the defense is all over it, but yeah, he just made a great catch.
Maybe that's what needs to happen for the wide receivers to catch the ball. They need to be heavily guarded, heavily defended, and then they turn up their game and he's wide open. You wonder if it's just getting in their head. They're turning to run before they even have the ball.
It's so true. There's been a lot of drop passes being wide open, but there's been some great catches with tough defense on them.
Number
About
1,
a
Lincoln Tahi,
7-yard run there, but a
Bingham.
flag
There's a
down
penalty
on the
flag
field.
on the field after the 7-yard gain.
We await the call. Some of the players that have come through Bingham that are in the NFL right now, Dalton Schultz and Jay Tufele, are the 2 active players.
Illegal formation.
That's an illegal formation. 5 players in the backfield for
First down.
the Miners.
That'll bring up first and 15.
You definitely can hear
at the 38
Dave
yard line.
Olson in the crowd. I coached against him in baseball and coached together with him, and definitely can hear him in the crowd cheering on his son and Lehigh Pioneers.
There you go. Pioneers, like we talked about, lots of these players, multi-sport athletes. The kicker, Gavin Fenn, who made the 51-yard field goal earlier in the game, as Dunn drops back to pass. Oh, in and out of the hand, another dropped pass, this time by number 1, Lincoln Todd.
Hayden Dunn's pass falls incomplete, intended for Lincoln.
Yeah, I'd love to hear about the 2-sport athletes. You don't hear about that as much these days. Usually athletes focusing on one sport. But when you have a phenomenal athlete like Lehi does, why not play a couple of sports? Help out the baseball team, football. I think it's awesome to have 2-sport athletes.
Definitely reminds me of the days when the Kafusi brothers were playing both basketball and football for BYU. Just threw it to the man down low, 6'9", almost 300 pounds. He's getting in there every time. Pass. Got a good gain. As it took a host of Pioneers to bring him down.
Lincoln Tahi, the ball carrier for the Miners. Tackled by quite a few Pioneers.
Looks to be spotted just short. We'll bring up
third and one for the Miners at the 24-yard line. It's third down,
This will be an
Lehi.
interesting call. Let's see what Coach Josh Johnson does here on 3rd and 1. Is he going to run the ball?
That'll be interesting to see. We're working with a new form of camera equipment. The quarterback keeper, as Aiden Dunn keeps it himself, still going. Makes his way to the 16-yard line.
Aiden Dunn,
That'll be
the ball
1st and
carrier
10
for
the
Bingham.
Miners.
Great fake.
This is enough for
Definitely
a first
great
down
fake,
for the Miners.
sold
Tackled by
out.
Lehi's
And the
Penisimani
defense,
Taki. It'll be first
lost the
and
ball.
10 for the
Lost
Miners
where it
at the
was.
15-yard
Quarterback
line.
kept it. Aiden Dunn for the first down.
And that one right there, a tackle from Taki. As that'll be first down and 10, like we were talking about.
Perfect nickname for him.
Definitely. Me and my family would always say that watching Sione Taki play for BYU. The handoff to the running back, that is Isaac Larson.
Defense sniffed that one out. All over that short game.
Tahi, the
Probably
ball
about a
carrier
yard.
again for the Bingham Miners, tackled by Lehi's number 55, Jeremiah Onwo. No gain on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 15 for 2nd and 10 from the 15
Another
for the
strength of
Miners.
this Bingham team is definitely their offensive line. I mean, they definitely have some big boys up front. That definitely is a great competition between the offensive line of Bingham versus the defensive line of Lehi.
Definitely, we talked about the number 1 defensive lineman in the state, Viliami Moala. Also on the offensive line, plays both sides of the ball. That'll be a flag, delay of game for the Miners. Multiple delays of game so
Delay
far
of
already.
game.
Both teams. Second and 15. Sorry, Larry, you were saying.
Quite a few penalties so far. Penalties, some mistakes. I think the coaches at halftime will definitely have some things to talk about.
Yeah, you don't want to be one of these players going into the locker room. A bit of sloppy ball playing for both sides, unless you're Charger Doty. Oh, would you look at that? He makes a man miss. What a move there.
Another flag.
Dunn's pass completed to Lincoln Tahi. There is a penalty flag on the field.
Again, our head referee, Chris Brown.
Personal foul. Blindside block.
Yeah, tough, costly penalty
Still
for
second down.
Bingham.
That pushes them back 15 yards there on the personal foul. That is you're going to have to remind me what the call is.
To bring up second and 30 for the Miners at the 35-yard line.
Anytime I think of illegal blocks, I think of the movie Blindside. Michael Orr is penalized for excessive blocking. Not going to see that much here. Again, another flag. That's going to be an illegal formation, most likely. Charger Doty has it, but what? Oh my! As Madsen flips it.
Does pass completed
younger
to
brother.
Charger Doty,
Murphy
tackled by
Madsen.
Lehi's number
I think
20,
it's coming
Murphy
back,
Madsen.
Cam.
However, there's a penalty flag on the field.
Let's see. Seems like it's been every other play so far. Penalty.
These Miners are trying to chip away at the rock of this Lehi defense. But again, keep finding nothing. You're going to have to find a different place to dig.
Let's see what the call is here.
Miners are walking
Illegal
back.
formation.
Again, 5 men in the backfield.
Yeah, definitely, I'm sure some frustration there on Bingham's coaching staff when you have those types of penalties. Blocking in the back, illegal formation, those are things they definitely want to correct next week in practice.
That'll definitely be something they'll be
That was an
going
illegal
over.
formation penalty, a 5-yard penalty from the
They've got
original
to
line of
respawn
scrimmage,
the
which
ball.
was the
looks like.
35, so it'll be
And
back to the
they
40.
Can't
It'll now
afford to
be
wait till next week.
second down
Actually,
and
they're probably going to
35
want to
from the
correct these
40-yard
by
line.
halftime, going into the second half, so they can be a little bit less sloppy.
Definitely. This will be one of the biggest games that Bingham plays all year against number 2, Lehi. The low snap. Looking deep. And he has his man. That'll be a touchdown.
Aiden Dunn's
Adams
pass
to number
completed to
10,
number 10, John Kulamushi for a Bingham Miners
That is,
touchdown.
that is their second connection for a touchdown this year. And Bingham says, so what, we're pushed back all these yards. That just gives our quarterback more room to throw.
Let's take
And our
another
number one
look at
receiver,
that.
More room to run.
With an absolute cannon.
On to attempt the extra point,
Dunn.
number 90, Riley Wicker.
Perfect pass. Perfect catch. Touchdown Bingham.
That brings out Wicker, the kicker, here for the Miners.
Big
Almost
boy.
blocked, but in.
That point is good,
think
and with
that's the biggest
5:04
kicker in
left
the
in the
state?
second quarter,
I don't
the
know.
Bingham Miners 7, your
Number,
Pioneers
played
3.
for Pleasant Grove, I believe it was. He was a pretty big kicker as well. Pleasant Grove.
We'd like to thank Advanced Sports and Orthopedics, treatments to
6'2",
sprains,
235
strains, and
kicker.
fractures, locations in
We're
both
number
Lehi
90.
and Eagle Mountain.
Got
And we are back again. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors. You've seen things on Apollo Streams. Experience the game like never before with Apollo Streams. This sports recording app lets you stream live, capture all your favorite highlights, and more. Whether you're on the go or at home, never miss a play. Download Apollo Streams and keep the action at
Back
your
to receive the
fingertips.
kickoff for the Pioneers, number 4, Mace
That's how
Madsen,
we're
and 3,
filming this
8,
game
Jigger.
right now.
Kicking off for the
Promise as you
Miners.
get it, you have less technical
Riley
difficulties
Wicker.
than we do. Still trying to figure things out. But Wicker, the kicker, with the kickoff. And here we go, booted into the back of the end zone. Just short of the goalpost.
And that kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. It'll
Well,
be Pioneer ball, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Well, excuse Lanny Baxter. He's going to receive a piece of equipment from the owner of the company, Brian Oakes. And so this brings out the Lehi offense. Lehi struggling to get things moving. Already thrown 2 interceptions, almost lost a fumble, had to punch it away multiple times. Lucky for them, was able to get one of those back after it bounced off the back of a Bingham Miner. Again, 3-7 the score with 5:04 remaining here in the first half. The handoff to Eka on the right side. Eka stopped. Tight. Brought down hard by that Bingham defensive line.
Lehi, block. Listen, thank you. Let's go.
Devon Eka, the ball carrier for the Pioneers, gain of 3 yards. Tackled by Bingham's number 56, Iliami Moala.
That's Moala
That'll bring
on
up
the
second
tackle, brought him
and
down
7
hard.
for the Pioneers at the
Yeah, that's
23.
what we've been talking about. Number 1 defensive lineman in the state, listed at 6'3", 315 pounds. That is a lot of weight. By one man bringing him down. Handoff again looks like a very similar play. Eka able to push.
Number 24, Eka, the ball carrier for the Pioneers, out across the 30-yard line. And up for another Pioneers.
There's the crowd answering the echo. Okay, Pioneer first down. We've got the band here playing some music. As New drops back to pass, the screenplay, that's finds number 80, Yvonne Bally.
Jet News pass completed to number 80, Ivan Balla.
Excuse me.
Gain of about a yard out to the, back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Pioneers at the 31.
2nd and 10 as Balla did not gain any yardage there on the screen pass. Miners read that wide receiver screen pretty well. The play has been called as this Pioneer offensive line heads to the line of scrimmage and gets ready to snap the ball center.
Left.
Just moved from Northern California. That is Jack Hustayovsky. That's number 14 who has it. Griffin foul loose. Gets to the 50-yard
News
line.
pass completed to number 14, Griffin. Foul now, Seeley.
First down
Gain of
for the
15
Pioneers.
yards. And another Pioneer.
Look at this pass
Tackle
again.
made by the Bingham Miners, number 0,
He dropped back, had
Charger
his
Doty.
man.
Will be 1st and 10 for
Number
the
3
Pioneers
for the
at
Bingham
midfield.
Miners lost him. Number 3 is Trevon Johnson, the man with the interception at the beginning of the game. Right at the 50-yard line, the snap to New. New takes a drop back, looking for a man deep. That's Mays Madsen, just overthrown.
News pass
Incomplete.
falls incomplete. Intended for Mays Madsen. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line.
Madsen drops back to the line of scrimmage, 2:39 remaining. 3-7, Lehi losing to Bingham in this non-region game here in week 3 of the Utah High School football season. This is the 132nd year of high school football here in the state of Utah. Both these teams have been playing since early on. In fact, we talked about some of the NFL players coming from Bingham. Bingham had an NFL player in the NFL by the year 1935. Won that year's championship with the Detroit Lions. That one caught by Madsen. Madsen has room on the right side. Madsen, nice block there by number 85. Doesn't see him, that'll be a touchdown. Mays Madsen. In for 6.
News pass completed to number 12,
Excited
Mays
about that
Madsen
one.
for a 50-yard touchdown. Thrown by
To Madsen. Let's take a look at that replay.
Carter Cutler.
Great camera angle there. You see Madsen coming over the middle.
Touchdown.
Great block there by number 85 for the Miners, or for the
On to attempt the extra point for the Pioneers. Number
Pioneers,
5, Gavin
excuse me.
Fenn, Mays
Carter
Madsen will
Cutler
hold.
on the block to give him the assist on that one. Kick is up and good.
And the extra point
Lehi
is
takes the
good.
lead,
And with
10-7.
2:28 left in the second quarter.
We'll be back right after this, here on
Your
Apollo
Pioneers
Streams.
10. Number 85, Carter Cutler. Ring that bell. Miners.
And that is
Number
Apollo
14,
Streams.
Jordan Thurman. And number 0, Charger Doty.
Back receive, one of the players to watch here. 2:28 remaining. Charger Doty got all the speed in the world. So be looking for him. He's right now on the top right. I guess you can't see him in the screen, but he'll soon be in the top right. That pass is booted from Fenn and almost received by
Gavin Fenn's
Doty.
kick goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
A couple
That'll
of
bring
Region
back
3 score
Aiden
updates
Gunn
right now.
and
West
Bingham
9,
offense.
American Fork 7. Corner Canyon 7, Lone Peak 21.
Oh my goodness, folks!
Yes!
PG
Yes,
15,
let's go!
Danger 6.
You hear the roar of the crowd. Lone
Westlake
Peak
7, Cedar Valley
defeating
0.
the 6th ranked team in the country, Corner Canyon, 21-7.
Let's go! Yes! Oh my goodness, let's
Got
go!
a couple of Lone Peak grads here next to me, Teague Johnson, Apollo Oaks. How are
Yes,
you
I'm a
both
grad
feeling about
this
that
year.
one?
I am so excited. I graduated 2021 and I can't wait to see them beat Corner again.
Sophomore here at Lone Peak, let's go!
T, this is a great year to be at Lone Peak. The snap,
Yes, it is.
looking deep, just out of the outstretched arms again. In on the stop,
Dunn
number 10,
intended for number 3,
Zaya Mama.
Gage Bloomfield.
Bloomfield, the intended receiver, will bring up 2nd and 10 for the Miners.
Depending on the play
2:23
for the
remaining.
Pioneers is number 10, Easy Mama. They'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Miners at the 20.
20-yard line for the Bingham Miners as they try and chip away at this Lehi defense. Successful on the last drive. On the connection to Kulimushi. We're going to get a timeout call as the play clock was about to expire. We'll take a short break here and be back
Timeout.
right after this on Pioneer
Bingham.
on, excuse me.
PD Bush X.
And we are back now, 2nd and 10 for the Miners at the 20. Here in Lehi, Utah, the handoff brought down quickly for a gain of not too much.
Number 1, Lincoln Tahi, the ball carrier for the Miners. Tackled by Lehi's number 90, Isaac Sweat.
That's Isaac Sweat in
And
on the
number
tackle.
55, Jeremiah Onwo.
Isaac Sweat
Gain of
also on the
about 3
wrestling team.
yards on the play. That'll bring up
For Lehigh.
3rd and 6 from the 24. It's
Now
third
you're
down,
speaking my
Lehigh.
language.
Oh,
I
let's
believe
get
every
loud.
football player should wrestle. If you're a football player out there and you're not on the basketball team, you absolutely need to wrestle. It's the greatest sport there is. Toughest sport there is. That's my take, Cam.
I like it. My alma mater, Hillcrest High School, right now has held the Battle of the Axe, our rivalry, Hillcrest and Brighton. Hillcrest not good at very many things, but we can beat our rivals in wrestling.
There we go.
That's all that matters at this point.
It's all that matters, in my opinion.
It's always good to see the axe in the trophy case right there in the main gym. Haven't seen a trophy in many years, but always good to have that one there. Lehi, on the other hand, plenty of trophies recently. Just won the basketball 6A state championship as well as the baseball state championship. We were talking about that a little bit earlier. Dunn drops back to pass, looking to his right side. That one is caught.
Dunn's pass
For a first
completed to
down.
number 10, John Kulimushi.
That finds Kulimushi
Tackled
again.
by Lehi's Abe Jager.
Boy, Dunn
after
has
the
a great
first
arm,
down.
doesn't
It'll
he?
be
He
first
just
and
has a
10 for the
cannon.
Miners
I
at the
think he's starting
33.
to find some rhythm, too. He's finding his accuracy. Great pass.
Definitely, you're seeing that from both the quarterbacks now. Kind of interesting. Down on the sideline, something you don't see a whole lot. We'll get more on that after this. Pass rush was brought early.
Dunn's pass falls
As
incomplete.
number 11
Pressured by number 11, Fuapauna Mama.
Mama was in there on the
That'll
quarterback
bring
hit.
up 2nd and 10 for the Miners at the 33-yard line.
But like we were saying, Lehi has a TV down on the sideline showing players the plays, what's going on. They can learn from it. Something that's new in college football this year. They're going to have those iPads on the sideline. Lanny, what's your take on that, allowing the players to see the play right away, just like in the NFL?
God, that's pretty crazy. Have you seen that Netflix special about?
But Dunn drops back to pass. Intercepted! Oh, he dropped it.
Dunn's pass nearly intercepted.
As a Connor Stiles, is that his name? Michigan, the
By number
side
21,
stealer.
Chad
Yeah,
Olsen.
they changed that whole rule just because of him. That was pretty
That will bring
impressive.
up
If you haven't watched that, I
3rd
suggest
and 10 for the
watching it.
Miners at the 33.
Something interesting I learned the other day,
It's
if these
3rd down,
coaches,
Lehi.
if a coach or a player even approaches a referee with an iPad in hand, automatic 15-yard penalty.
I got kicked out of a baseball game once for recording my son. There was a bad call, and I asked the ump if he wanted to see the replay, and he kicked me out of the game.
There you go. That one.
So they don't like that. They get offended when that happens.
Yes, they do. Throw it in
Dunn's
the middle of
pass
nowhere.
falls incomplete. Pressured by number 1, Carson
That'll bring
Wren.
it up. 4th
That'll
and
bring up
10.
4th and 10 for the Miners at the 33. Back to receive the punt for the Pioneers, number 4, Mace Madsen. And on to punt for the Miners, number 90, Riley Wicker.
51 seconds left as Wicker, the kicker, comes back out to punt.
Well, and anything can happen with Mays Madsen back to return the punt. Let's see what he can do here. Definitely a high punt.
Flag on the play. Fair catch.
Mace Madsen calls for a fair
Flag
catch
was
at the
thrown at about the
28-yard line. However, there is a penalty flag on the field.
These refs will get together to talk. Lanny, what's been your thoughts so far on the first half?
Very sloppy. I think just late in the second quarter, I think both teams are starting to find some rhythm. But lots of interceptions, lots of drop passes, penalties. I think both teams are kind of looking forward to getting to halftime, clean some things up, and moving into second half, I think we're going to see a little bit more scoring.
Lehigh.
Some form of penalty on Lehi. Can't
First
quite
down.
tell what it is. Head referee Chris Brown having struggles with his mic
Excuse
so
me.
far today.
Half the distance.
Half the distance to the goal.
That was a penalty sideline.
That probably changes a
Penalty
little
on the
bit what
sideline there.
Lehi's going to want to
It'll
do
be
here.
half the distance to the goal line
If anything,
penalty.
they don't
It'll
want
be
to turn the
1st and
ball
10 for the
over.
Pioneers at the
They don't want to give
14.
it back to Bingham to give him a chance. But with, 94 yards to go, my math is off, 86 yards. That was off. Viewmont Viking graduate, so there's my math on that one. But yeah, they're probably going to look to be pretty conservative here going into halftime with the 10-7 lead.
Definitely, we were talking about college sports a little bit. Alex Jensen, graduate of Viewmont High School, went on to play for the Utes. That pass is incomplete.
Jet News pass
The
falls
right
incomplete,
side.
intended for number
I
14,
know
Griffin
Alex
Foul,
very
Miles
well.
Seeley.
Me and my friends would play dunk ball
Bring
in
up
9th
2nd
grade.
and 10 for the Pioneers at the 14.
7th grader came along, tall 7th grader. We were pretty cocky, and we didn't know who he was. He came and absolutely dominated us, and I thought, I think Viewmont's going to have something pretty special there.
There you go, Alex Jensen, if I'm not mistaken, still the head assistant for the Utah Jazz. Haven't seen a Jazz basketball game in 2 years.
No, I believe he got a job, I can't remember where, but no, I don't think he's with the Jazz anymore.
Interesting. Not breaking news for anyone but me. As that is new, dropping back to pass, finds Madsen. Got to get out of bounds quicker than he does.
News pass completed to
43
Mace
seconds left.
Madsen out to the 25-yard line.
Gets out
And
of bounds
another
quickly,
Pioneer.
stops the clock. Let's see if they can get a couple of strikes like that. Maybe they'll have a chance for an end zone shot here.
You never know, the 50-yard touchdown last drive from
1st and 10 for the
Net to
Pioneers at
Mays.
the 25.
Excuse me, not Net, Mays Madsen. Really interesting to see here. Madsen, a baseball family. All four of the sons, had played baseball. Father was the head coach of Utah Valley University for 19 years.
News pass
Before coming
completed to
here Lehi.
Devon Eka. Gain of about 9 yards out of the 34-yard line before he goes out of bounds. So
Yeah, Matson's done a great job with the baseball
34.
team. Definitely set up by Jason Ingersoll, who was a phenomenal baseball coach here at Lehi for many years and had a lot of success. Definitely set things up for Coach Matson, and they came and took state last year. It was a pretty incredible run.
Definitely the Lehi Pioneers looking to take state here in football. Could very well be ranked number 1 if Corner Canyon loses tonight. We're down 21-7 a few minutes ago to Lone Peak.
Chattanooga's pass completed.
Great catch.
To number 85, Carter Cutler.
That's
Gain of
Cutler.
12 yards
Cutler had
and
the great
another
block on the
Pioneer.
touchdown.
Let's take a look at that. That was a great.
Intermountain Sports Medicine is proud to serve as the official medical provider for Lehi High School. Our team of athletic trainers, physicians, and
Nice
physical
catch there.
therapists wish
I was
today's
wrong. I
participants
thought
the
they'd
best
be
in the
a little bit
contest.
conservative
Stay in the
here.
game with Intermountain
They're going to be
Sports
aggressive
Medicine.
with 21 seconds to go. They're going to try and score.
I think with a kicker like Gavin Fenn, you can be aggressive. You saw him hit from 51 yards earlier this game. As New rolls out to the right, tries to find Madsen again, but in and out of the hands.
Chattanooga's pass off the
guarding number
fingertips
4 there.
of number 4. Mays Madsen falls
Arm
incomplete.
done, stops
Bring
the
up
clock.
2nd and 10 from the
10.
46
Lehi
for the
up
Pioneers.
10-7 with 16.9 seconds left. I'd like to see a quick, maybe 10, 15-yard pass and see what the kicker can do with that.
We'll see what happens. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, but the high school record for longest field goal is longer than the NFL record.
Oh, really?
I believe it is. We'll do some research at halftime and we'll let you know. Then drops back to pass, out of bounds quickly. No flag on the
Chattanooga's
play.
pass completed. Number 14, Griffin Faumau-Sealy.
Here in the student section,
Out of bounds
looking for a flag.
after a
Yeah,
9-yard
the Lehi
gain.
crowd thought that was a late hit.
That'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Pioneers in Bingham territory at the
3rd
45.
and 1 with 12 seconds left to go. I think another quick shot, maybe if they can pick up another 7 or 8 yards, I think you're going to be in field goal range for their kicker.
So speaking about the kicker, longest high school football field goal, 68 yards. One more than NFL record, 67. Ezeka has room down the middle. Hit hard, 7 seconds left. Now let it hit 6.
Devon Ecker, the
that
ball
is
carrier for
definitely
the
in
Pioneers,
field goal
gain of
range.
15 yards, and another Pioneer.
Eka showing off that speed. His mom, Mary Eka, in the stands, rooting his son on. That's where he gets all of his
It is
speed.
a Pioneer timeout.
Pioneer
Will be first
timeout
and 10
now.
for the Pioneers is a 32.
So yeah, here's
We'd
a
like
little
to
bit
thank
more on that.
Physical
Now, just
therapy
search
and
it up on
balance
Google.
centers if you're
So
wanting
get
to feel better. Go
Borg-
see Dr. Bush and his
Borgnon
staff to regain
or
stability and
Borgnon
jumpstart a healthier lifestyle.
BORGOGNONE. So if anyone knows how to say that, good for you.
1927,
Make
just
Townsend Electric your one-stop
He holds the
solution
record for
to
the
all
longest
of
field
your
goal in
lighting
high school
needs.
football history
And also
at
Skin
68 yards.
Science Institute,
He kicked the
whether you are
record-breaking
looking
field
to
goal
earn
in
your
Reno,
athletic
Nevada.
license
So not even
or
in
take additional
Colorado, not
certification
Utah
courses
with the
in
high
Science
elevation, but Reno,
Institute.
Nevada.
Would like to help.
Right there, I guess, in the
Locations
Sierra Nevada
Sandy
mountains.
and
But
Oro.
record-breaking field goal in Reno on September 27th, 1985.
There you go.
It's first and 10 for the Pioneers at the 32.
40 years ago.
He was a high school All-American that year. We spoke about the year in Colorado. Kip Smith of Legacy in Colorado nailed a 67-yarder.
And what do we have here? About a 47-yarder?
That's what it looks to be.
I'm trying to redeem myself from my bad math earlier.
Kick is up, and that one has
It's
the
up.
distance.
And Gavin Finn's 50-yard field goal. Les Schwab field goal is good.
Over 100 yards of offense from the kicker.
Yeah, I think he's got a future. He's definitely going to play somewhere. But what a phenomenal drive by Lehi going into halftime. I mean, that's going to be a huge momentum shift for this Lehi Pioneer team. That was a great drive.
Definitely.
They knew exactly where they needed to get for their kicker, and he was perfect, right up.
In style, in a great fitting suit from Mr. Mac. We feature quality, designer brands like Calvin Klein, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren, and Talia. with styles to suit every man and every occasion. We ensure a perfect fit, offering fast, free alterations by expert tailors at all 9 Mr. Mac stores. Arrive in style with Mr. Mac, serving Utah for over 50 years.
Bingham 7, your Pioneers 13. Off the kickoff for the Pioneers.
So the
Number
first
5,
ever
Gavin
60-yard
Fenn,
field goal
back
that was
receive.
not a
Number
drop
14,
kick
Jordan
in high school
Furman.
football, the year
Number 0,
1946.
Charger Doty.
But the Utah record as of 2020, held by Bingham kicker Justin Sorensen, September 7th, 2007. This good kick, and still on his feet, making room to the sideline.
And that's
that'll end the half.
halftime. And our score here in
13-7.
The top 10 plays from week 2.
Stadium, the Bingham Miners 7,
13-7.
your Pioneers
Lanny,
13.
what have been your thoughts on the first half as we head into halftime? What are these coaches going to be talking to their teams about?
I think Lehi has got to have a little bit of a bounce in their step after that last drive. That was definitely a huge drive going into halftime. Both teams have some mistakes to clean up. I think both teams are a little anxious to make some adjustments. Let's see how the second half looks, but I'm really excited. I think we have a great ball game. I thought it was going to be a little bit more high scoring, but both of these defenses are incredible. They're showing that
Number
tonight.
5, Gavin
I think
Fenn,
Lehi's
ring
finally
that
starting
bell.
to get it going, and I think Bingham's looking forward to the second half as well.
Definitely, as we see Gavin Fenn there ringing the bell after the 47-yard field goal. Something of note, if you're a BYU fan, we'll go to the halftime right after this.
Thank you.
But if you go to halftime, or excuse me, if you go to the Max Prep's website, lists the longest field goal for each state. If you're a BYU fan, you'll recognize the last name Rico. Austin Rico, the older brother of Ryan Rico, Cincinnati Bengals punter, holds the record for the state of Washington, 67 yards on October 18th of 2012.
I didn't realize that was
And at halftime, this is our last one before we go to break. 28-7, Lone Peak up on Corner Canyon.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Canyon on
at this
upset watch.
time, we would like to take a moment and thank
Johnny Day! Whoa! Darling, a fucking uncle! Come on! Ringa Bakia! Kamate, kora, kora! Kamate, kamate, kora, kora! Denete, tongata! La hitiki, my fucka, fititera! Over! E compare, fititera!
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. His hands can't hit what his eyes can't see.
Last play of the game. Snap, Tanner. Back pedal. Sprint out to the right. Got time. Loads up. Launches it. Goes for the end zone. The ball's in the air. It drops at the goal line. I think he counted for a touchdown. He got it. He got it. He got it. Touchdown, Nick Matthews. The Cougars win it. The Cougars win it.
Hey. Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something. Not even me. All right? You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
Everybody missed him on a single play. All 11 of us missed him. Barry Sanders was the absolute hardest out, period.
What a job, Barry. This is the best back.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you've earned here tonight. One game. If we played them 10 times, they might win 9. But not this game. Not tonight. Tonight, we skate with them. Tonight, we stay with them. And we shut them down because we can.
Second shot clock for Jimmer. He lost Coupettes from 3, right side. Jimmer again! This is ridiculous! 50-42, Jimmer Fournette with 29 and a half. 4, and with 3, and with 2. Jimmer from 40 feet! Got it! He got it! Oh!
Maybe the greatest half of basketball ever for a BYU player.
Don't give up, boy. Don't you quit. You keep walking. You keep trying. There is help and happiness ahead.
Then the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
I'm gonna show you how great I am.
And right as I take a sip of water, we are back. We'll be showing you the top 10 plays of the week from week 2 of the Utah high school football season here on Apollo Streams. Oh! The wide receiver pass!
Is that the free
Pistol formation. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle. Makes a move, makes a madness into the secondary as he makes it all the way to the 37-yard line. Takes the snap, rolls out right. Takes a shot downfield, he's got a man, makes the catch. It'll be first downfield, he's got a man, makes the catch. It'll be first and goal.
We'll get to this breaking news. I'm so breaking if you're in the college football world. This is American football tuning in. Cloud is on the play. He's got room on the right side though. He's got open space. He's just got the puncher to beat. And there he goes down the sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Gilman. And goal from the 7. Baseman drops back to pass. Can't find him. Blind side. Put it into a touchdown lead with a field goal. That was blocked.
He can run this back. Oh, he's gone! Oh!
Not going anywhere, we get a break from the win. Kick is up, that block! Blocked there by number 4. Not going anywhere, we get a break from the win. Kick is up, that... Gunnar Michaelis on the left side. There he is, just stuck right in. Kick is up, and blocked again! Blocked kick number 5!
That's 5!
In view, Rasmussen looking downfield, fires over to the right to Jerry makes a couple men miss, making a move down to the 18-yard line. There.
To the Hawaiian quarterback, looking left, looking deep. Does he have his man? Let's go! And he is in! Touchdown, Tiger! To the right side, tries to fight. Oh my! Send that one to ESPN.
Lone Peak sending just about everyone. Quick throw, one-handed catch. Lone Peak sending just about everyone. Quick throw, one-handed catch.
probably play one more round, then you got a minute 30.
In style, in a great fitting suit from Mr. Mac. We feature quality, designer brands like Calvin Klein, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren, and Talia, with styles to suit every man and every occasion. We ensure arrive in style, in a great fitting suit from Mr. Mac. We feature quality, designer brands like Calvin Klein, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren, and Talia, with styles to suit every man and every occasion. We ensure a perfect fit, offering fast, free alterations by expert tailors at all 9 Mr. Mac stores. Arrive in style with Mr. Mac, serving Utah for over 50 years.
And we are back now
Kicking
at
off for the
Apollo
Pioneers,
Streams,
number 5, Gavin
13-6.
Penn. Back to receive for the Miners, Charger Doty.
13-6
Jordan
the score. We're switching back to our main camera now. 13-7, excuse us. Back to kick is Gavin Fenn. Gavin Fenn, honestly, been one of the stories of the night. He's nailed 2 field goals over 45 yards. Something you don't see often in the state of Utah, or just in high school football in general.
And the kick goes into the end zone for a touchback.
Go side kick.
Bingham will take over 1st and 10 from the 20.
Yeah, it's definitely a weapon to have that
Sports
strong of a
Medicine
leg.
specializes in treating athletes and individuals of all ages and abilities for pain and injury in muscles, ligaments, joints, and bones. For more information, go to
There's smoke in the air
intermountainsportsmed.org.
now.
Thank you, Intermountain Sports Medicine.
I don't know where that's from, but
That's not
It's from a very exciting halftime show by
Yes,
the
it is.
junior cheerleaders for Lehi. So I'm sure that was what the smoke was all about.
there's the snap to Dunn. Dunn hands it off, and that one's going to be stopped quickly by the Lehi defensive
Lincoln,
line.
correction, Isaac Larson, the ball carrier for
Isaac Larson, the ball
the
carrier, as we
Miners.
hear from our PA announcer.
Gain of 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line for the Miners.
So Cam, what do you think first-year coach told us Bingham offense there at halftime?
I think one of the biggest things, you got to just fix the small, simple mistakes. Like having 2 illegal formation penalties on the same drive within 3 plays. That's really tough. That cannot happen if you're Josh Johnson and the Bingham Miners. Also, a decent amount of drop passes and some long passes allowed. The secondary and the wide receiver
Again,
core
Isaac Larson, the ball
have to be
carrier
better.
for the Miners,
You know,
tackled
you
by
can't drop
Lehi's
those
number
passes when you're
90,
letting Mays
Isaac
Madsen
Sweat.
get way too far deep in field
And number
before
54,
receiving it.
Paul
You got to
Lockton.
focus on Mays, and you got to
Bring
make
up
sure
3rd and
your
5 for the
receivers
Miners
are
at the
holding the ball.
25-yard
Those are the
line.
3 keys.
It's
Secondary
third down,
being deep,
Lehi.
wide receivers holding onto the ball, and then you got to get rid of those simple penalties.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure Bingham would like to really start off this third quarter being down 13-7.
The low
Let's see what they can do.
snap, that's a drop pass. Charger Doty must have been sitting with the defense as he plays both defense and offense for this
Intended
Bingham
for
team.
Charger Doty, depending on the play for the Pioneers,
Doty
number
all
1,
over
Carson
that
Wren.
pass. Some phenomenal
Knocking that ball
defense,
away,
great
being
hit.
incomplete. That'll bring up 4th and 5 for the Miners at the 25-yard line.
You got 4th
Back to
and
receive the punt for the
5
Pioneers, number 4,
And that
Mace
brings out
Madsen. And back
Wicker
to
the
punt for the
kicker.
Miners.
for the
Riley
Miners.
Wicker.
Might be one of my favorite names in all of high school football. Punt is off. Mays Madsen deep to receive. So that's going to take a favorable bounce for the Miners. Maybe pick
And
that
that
one up a
Wicker
little
punt
bit
is
too early.
down at the 43-yard line. We do have a penalty flag on the field at the 45-yard line.
Flag on the field though.
Another flag. That was another story of the first half. Way too many penalties. The refs are definitely trying to be involved in this football game.
Definitely refs making a name for themselves. We've mentioned Chris Brown's name too many times. It's an interesting thing to be a ref. Obviously, you want to do a good job. You want people to know your name for that. But the only reason that you know your name is if you're making all the calls.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you're a ref, you don't want to be famous after the game.
Yeah.
Let's see what the call is here.
Personal foul, face mask. Bingham,
Face mask on Bingham, another penalty.
First down, Lehi.
That penalty will move the Pioneers into minor territory at the 42-yard line. It'll be first
Punter
and
did
10
a great
Pioneers.
job with a high punt to avoid Mays Madsen returning it, but the face mask definitely hurt Bingham.
Definitely. The snap to New. New looking for his man on the right side. That ball is out and caught. A huge turn of events. As he's still running, we wait to see who. Oh, and he's still got room on the right side. Going deep and finally pushed out of bounds.
And that pass was intercepted by
over
Bingham's
there. That
number 27,
That was
Suka
Rock
Finau.
Olsen, the Utah State commit, in on the tackle.
Let's take a look at that. What a crazy play with the hit.
Tackled down at the 30-yard line.
With the hit and an interception, and he's gone.
That was incredible.
That was a great play.
There's a penalty flag also on the
All
field
began
after
with
the
the
play.
hit. Of course, another penalty. Penalty every other play.
These refs' mothers have some dirty laundry to do, as this laundry's been on the field all night.
Let's see what the call is here.
We await the call, the third interception for Jet New. It's tough to see.
Yeah, he's had some great passes. You can tell he's got a strong arm, but he'd like to have those 3
After
interceptions
the
back.
interception, personal foul, defense, late hit out of first down.
Yeah, that's a frustrating penalty.
After the Lehi penalty, after the interception,
probably some frustration after the
25.
interception. Coaches like aggressiveness. They just don't like to see late hits that's going to cost the team.
Definitely. That's, again, another dropped ball in and out of his hands. The offense is getting a talking to on the sideline. Brought down on the left side.
Dunn's pass completed to Dylan Golder.
Great
Gain of
move
2
by number
yards
2,
down
Dylan.
to the 23-yard line.
Another flag.
We've got another penalty flag on the
Oh
field.
my goodness gracious. This field is being painted yellow.
What's the record for most penalties in one game? I think we're headed that way.
We can find that out. Let's look it up.
The tackle was made by Lehi's number 10, Easy Mama.
That's got to be one of the best names in all of high school sports. Easy Mama.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Second down.
Personal foul penalty on the Bingham Miners will be
another personal foul.
37-yard line. It'll be
Need to
second
keep
down.
their composure.
22.
Too many penalties, too many late hits. I like the aggressive play, but yeah, it'd be nice to clean things up a little bit.
So it looks like the NFL record for most penalties in a game was 37, with 374 penalty yards.
You really found it out there.
Yes, I did.
Oh, nice tip. Nice tip.
Block. That's number
Dunn's
35.
pass knocked out of the air by Lehi's number 9, Penny Simani Taki.
Taki. Got a hand on that.
That'll bring up third down
Nice
and
vertical.
22 for the Miners at the 37-yard line. It's third down, Lehi. Oh,
Hey, no penalty, Cam.
Hey, would you look at
No
that?
penalty.
I think that's a new record for us. We've seen a play without a penalty.
Let's see if we can get 2 plays in a row here with no penalties.
Chances unlikely, but let's see what we can do. As Dunn lined up with Larson to his left. Dunn drops back, looking deep. No penalty there when maybe there should have been.
The Lehi coaches are going absolutely crazy.
That
With
pass
all the
was
penalties
completed.
we've had tonight, how did they not call that one?
I do not know, Lenny. I do not know.
Completed to number 0, Charger Doty.
Doty down on the field. That's big.
Gain
for
of
the
about
Miners.
10 yards on the
If they
field,
can't
or on
keep
the
him.
play.
Looking like it could be a cramp.
It'll now be 4th down and 13 for the Miners at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Lehi coaches were not happy with that late throwdown on their offensive tackle there.
Yeah, that's got to be tough. You know, one thing I'm honestly surprised about, I've yet to mistake any of the offensive linemen's shoes for penalty flags. We've got a couple of the offensive linemen for Bingham. Their shoes are the same color as the penalty flag. Something you don't see every day. Rocking one yellow and one white shoe.
It's 4th down, Lehi. Oh, let's get loud.
Bingham in their classic white jerseys with the blue helmet, and Lehi with the purple. Not too many schools with purple as their color. It definitely stands out, and it definitely is fitting for Lehi. Oh, bad snap!
And the snap is fumbled.
Don't know if that was a planned fake or not.
Number 54,
That's number 54.
makes the final tackle on the other
Last
side
year's first
of
team All-State
the
linebacker
50-yard line.
in on the tackle.
Yeah, I think the holder just couldn't handle that, so he needed to take off. Let's take a look at that. I think it was a decent snap. Yeah, a little low.
Definitely not a designed fake there.
Yeah, he definitely would have been better off just to stay down.
So the
He
ball
tried to
is
make
slotted
something
at
out
the
of it.
41-yard line where the Pioneers will take over 1st and 10.
We haven't seen a penalty in a while here.
Yes, they're talking about it.
Yes, they are. Well, that brings back out the Lehi offense. Led by quarterback Jet New, the Appalachian State commit, will be heading there shortly after he graduates this year. Devon Ika makes a man miss. Still going, brought down hard.
Jet New's pass, screen pass completed to Devon Eka. Finally tackled at the 45-yard line.
That is number 77.
La Peppa.
La Peppa.
What a juke by Eka.
Pioneer.
Look at this. Here's this tackle.
At the
Well, he misses
45-yard
the
line,
first
first
one.
and 10.
Then you see the D lineman catch him from behind.
He's got some speed and some moves. I
Six-
think Lehi might have one of the best running backs in the state as well.
100%. Eka's been a force to be reckoned with. Man on the tackle right there, 6 feet, 310 pounds. Oh my, what a catch there.
Jet News pass completed to number 14, Griffin Mausili.
That's Griffin Sealy.
9
the intended
yards
receiver
on that
last drive's
reception
interception.
out to the 36-yard
Able to hang on that
line.
one after being hit hard.
Looked like
We'll bring up
C.D.
second
Lamb on
and one
that.
for the
Reached
Pioneers.
up, jumped up. I
Tackled
thought
by
he took
Bingham's
off a
number
little bit
3.
too early.
Look
at this.
He had enough
Bloomfield.
air time to be
Oh,
able to
what
stay
a-
up there, bring it down.
Shout out to our cameraman on the sideline. That's Connor down there on the sideline. Congrats to him. Married just over a month ago, or just under a month ago, excuse me. The handoff to Eka, that one was read quickly, stiff armed.
Von Eka, the ball carrier for the Pioneers, tackled by Lehi's number 98, Jace Tupuea.
Brought down, 7:10 remaining here in the third quarter, 13-7 the score.
Lehigh fans getting a little bit restless. They're used to scoring a
Lost
lot
a few
more
yards
than
on
this.
the play. That'll bring
But
up
with
third and
Bingham's
4 for the
defensive line
Pioneers,
being ranked
39-yard line.
top in the state of Utah, they definitely have had their work cut out for them with that strong defensive line of Bingham. Another flag.
We have a penalty flag on the field.
Oh my goodness.
I think everyone's getting restless with all these penalties.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep any type of momentum going watching this game with all these penalties.
First down. Gives us lots of time to talk here on the broadcasting side of things.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call. That's an automatic first down.
That unsportsmanlike penalty will cost the Miners 15 yards. Down to the 24-yard line where it will be 1st and 10 for the Pioneers.
Their defense hurt them there, but I was talking with head coach Ed Larson before the games, shot him an email a couple of days ago, talking about Bingham's defense and what would be coming up. This is what he told me. He said Bingham has a ton of talent on the defensive side of the ball. Their front four may be the best we see all year. The linebackers and DBs also do a very nice job setting the edge and not letting the pass game get behind them. We'll get a really good chance to evaluate where we are and where we need to improve after this week. And that's Ed Larson on his response to what he would see from the Bingham defense. As New drops back, looks to find his man deep. Oh, just out of the outstretched diving hands.
News pass
Number
just
14,
off the
Griffin
fingertips
Mausili.
That'll bring up
He
second
laid out
and
for
10
it.
from the
Yes, he did.
4-yard line for the Pioneers.
Well, Lanny, you were a baseball coach. You know, anytime a kid lays out for it, makes the effort, got to be rewarded with praise from the sideline.
Oh, it's a game changer. I mean, it changes the whole mood of the team around. You start hitting better when someone lays out and makes a phenomenal defensive catch, for sure.
We'll see if that can provide some momentum. Although the pass was not caught, that's Mays Madsen who does catch the pass, and another flag.
News
Fast.
pass
Definitely took a
completed to
hit on the end of that
There's
play.
a penalty flag on the
Flags
field.
are being thrown with the fury of a blizzard.
The end of August. It's raining flags.
Yes, it is. Lehigh offense seems to be walking back. Could it possibly be a holding?
Mays Madsen looks to be okay. He took a pretty good hit there at the end of that play. Mary Eka rooting on her son.
Illegal block rule.
Rooting on this Lehi offense. See if they can
Number
get punch this ball in
66.
the end zone.
10-yard penalty. Still second down.
Shocker. Penalty, Cam.
I know. In there, the one called on the penalty, number 66.
Second and 20
Mate
for the
Kitonga
Pioneers at the
Hevea.
34-yard
He's
line.
another wrestler. Mate Kitonga in Tongan means love of Tonga. Do I speak Tongan? No, that was all Google last night at 12 a.m., but still quite a name.
That's impressive.
In Mate Kitonga.
Keep talking wrestling. Now you're talking my language. I'm going to love watching these guys wrestle now this winter, now that I've watched them play football.
Well, you talk about wrestling a lot. Did you wrestle up at Viewmont?
I wrestled at Viewmont. I sure did.
There you
All
go.
4 of my boys wrestled as well.
Fun. Pocket collapses quickly. That's number 56. We've been talking about him all game. Viliami Moala, 6'3", 315, sitting on your starting quarterback. The Lehi offensive line got to be disappointed after that one. Take a look at this replay. You see him just coming quickly.
Just disappears amongst the Bingham
That'll bring
defense.
up 3rd and 28 for the Pioneers, the 43-yard line.
So actually the first man in on the tackle after watching the replay is Jace Tupea. He's only 6'2", 250. When you're saying only 6'2", 250, that's a monster of a defensive line.
The question here is if they don't gain any yardage, do they go for this field goal? This would be what, a 60-yarder?
Something like that. That one almost intercepted.
News pass again falls incomplete.
That would be a 60-yarder, would be too short of the record set by Justin Sorensen.
He's had the leg tonight on his field goals.
The 43.
Let's go for it. I want to see it. I want to see a 60-yarder.
The offense looks like they may be staying on the field. Nope, there comes our player of the night so far, Gavin Fenn.
Well, let's see it. Is my math right on that? 60-yarder?
It is a 60-yarder.
Punt. Oh, they are punting?
That's going to be a punt as we hear from the fans in front of us.
Cade Cooper, local Lehi Pioneer legend, and BYU great.
Number 0, Charger
Cade,
Doty.
what year did you play here at Lehi? That was just a few years ago, right?
Just a few years ago for Cade Cooper.
Definitely a household name here in Lehi, the Cooper family. Big names in Lehi Pioneer sports.
Any relation to Cooper, who holds all the records for the state of Utah? Lehi quarterback.
That's the guy. That's you, Cade. Cade Cooper. He's the nephew.
That's his nephew. That's, I believe his name is Cameron Cooper. Holds many records in the state of Utah. Interesting punt formation there. That one went like sideways, and if you're in math class, that's about a 72-degree angle.
Yeah, he got a little too cute on that one. He really tried to drop it down there, but got a little too cute.
And that punt goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line. For the Miners will take over 1st and 10.
Happens a lot with my golf game.
There you go.
Try and get a little too cute sometimes. Sometimes you just need to chip it up there and try not to get too fancy. I think he tried to get a little too fancy with that kick. I have done that a lot, though. Shank it to the right.
Oh, every
in
single
the trees.
swing for me. How many balls do you go through a round? I go through probably about 4 or 5. That's just 9 holes on a par 3 course. His Dunn's in there up the middle. He's got good room.
That was a direct snap to number 12.
Depends. That's what's frustrating about golf. It could
by
be
Lehi's number
0,
54,
I
Paul
could lose
Latu,
0, or
after
I
a gain of
could
about
lose a dozen.
6
Yeah,
yards.
it's a frustrating game.
It'll bring up
Yes, it
second
is.
down and 4 from the 36-yard line for the Miners.
Now those 5-yard gains always interesting. You mean some frustration on the defense, I'm sure, but you didn't give up the first. You know, they still have 4 yards to go. So Miners going to be chipping away out of here. 3rd and 4. Dunn
on the left.
hands it off. The snap was almost fumbled. Or the handoff, was almost fumbled.
Number 1, Lincoln Tahi, the ball carrier, tackled by number 11. Penisi Taki 1 yard loss back to the 35.
Taki with the tackle
It'll bring up
again.
3rd and 5 for the Miners. It's 3rd down, Lehi. Oh, let's get loud.
3rd and 5 here. with Lehi up 13-7, 3:03 left to go in the third quarter. Let's see if Bingham can get a first down here.
He escapes to his right. That one's caught there by number 8. Hit hard. We'll take a look at that hit in a minute. That was caught by...
Definitely paid the price there at the end.
Number 8, don't know if that's the freshman, Monty
pass from
Tuofo,
Damon Gibbons
or Mason Driffle. They say Mason Gibbons.
to number 8, Monty Tuofo.
Great design play there.
Tackle by Lehi.
Look at this hit right here.
Wren.
Boom! Shoestring tackle.
Result is a first down for the Miners at the 39-yard line.
Don't know if there's a timeout or what's going on here. With
Got a
this,
Lehi player down.
we've got a Lehi player down per Lanny Baxter.
Looks like he's all right.
Walking off under his own power. That gives us a little bit of time to talk about the history of these two schools. The football matchup only been played 4 times.
Injured on the play,
Bingham
number 21,
won the most
Chad
recent one
Olson.
in 2016 in the playoffs. That's when they won 37-14. Bingham leads the games 4-0 all time. Bingham High School, established in 1908 as a branch off of Jordan High School. They had some classes going on in the Bingham area. Finally, in the year 1910, they separated, became their own high school. Since the beginning, with the nearby Bingham Copper Mine, and obviously the fitting name of the Miners, Bingham High has been repping the royal blue and white since 1910.
One of the oldest schools in the state of Utah, Bingham.
To match that, though, Lehi, built in 1908. Originally, the Lehi Wolverines, blue and white, originally, then switched to purple and white in the 1910s. Interesting fact, though, newspaper writer told Lehi that he thought a Wolverine was too ferocious of a mascot for high school. So they changed it and became the Lehi Pelicans. So they were the Lehi Pelicans for about 11 years before in 1934 and 35, to honor their ancestors, the Lehi student body
First
voted
and 10 for the Miners
to
at the 39-yard
rename their
line.
mascot the Pioneers. And that's where it stands today, now in their 90th year being called the Pioneers, as the Lehi Pioneer defense looks to get set on defense as penalty flags are not thrown, but a whistle is blown.
It's hard to imagine Lehi being another mascot than the Pioneer. You think of them as Purple Pioneers.
Yep. Every time driving down, I'm from Sandy, so drive down I-17 every time I'd go to a BYU football game.
I-15.
I-15, thank you.
You're getting your freeways mixed up.
I am. To be fair, I've only been back here for a month. I'm used to the I-10, the I-10, the 101, and the 202 of Arizona. And the 303 is that one's.
I-15 is finally moving.
Number 12, David Gibbons.
Kind of like these
Ball carried
offenses.
forward.
They're finally getting
Bingham
going.
tackle by Lehi's number 27.
If we can just get the refs to
Tassi
leave the flags
Estia.
alone, maybe
No gain
both
on
these
that
teams
play.
can
It'll
find
bring
some
up
momentum.
second and 10 for the
These
Miners at the
flags
39.
tend to be like an accident. Slow down traffic. You know, it takes forever to get it back going again. And then finally, once you have it up and going, there's a mistake that's made, an accident happens, and you're back slowing down. But luckily, we're free right now. No accidents as traffic is moving free.
You can tell it's taking the crowd out of it a little bit.
The deep pass, some hand fighting going on there. Caught.
And that pass, now number 12, David Gibbons is intercepted by Lehi's number 20, Murphy Madsen.
Murphy Madsen, the brother of Maze Madsen.
Turnover.
Let's take a look at that here. You see Dunn drop back to pass, through into double coverage.
It'll be Pioneer ball, first and 10 at the 13-yard
Got it, Joe in.
line.
Great catch. Baseball skills coming into play.
We got a few score updates on the Region 3
We'll let you go. Region
schedule.
3 scoreboard
American
here
Fork
from our
27,
PA
West 15. Lone Peak 28, Corner Canyon 14. Sky Ridge 17, Cherry Creek 0.
For those of you who don't recognize Cherry Creek out of California visiting the Sky Ridge Falcons this week. Third quarter just ended at Lone Peak. As New has his open man. He's got number 85 and he's got one. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Lehi.
Jet News pass.
That's Jet New to number 85, Carter Cutler. Carter Cutler showing his track speed there. Take a look at this. This could be number 1 next week on our top 10.
For an 87-yard touchdown.
We heard that from our PA announcer. Almost overthrown. This had the one man to beat. And that track speed, you can see him on the spring, on the track team.
Definitely a lapse of coverage on the Bingham defense right there. Jet New doing a great job of finding a wide open man, and he was gone for the races.
Here's our kick from our favorite kicker, Gavin Fenn.
And the extra point is good. And with 1 minute, 34 seconds left in the third quarter, the Bingham Miners 7 yards.
He kicked that extra point like it was a 60-yarder.
Yeah. 21-7 now the score.
Carter Cutler, ring that bell. Sweet. 16 and never been kissed.
You heard it here first. 16 and never been kissed. Fun little story about that as we wait for play to resume. My mom on her 16th birthday, she turned 16 on a Saturday, and then that next Sunday, her father was conducting in church. Made sure to mention that she was 16 and now available to be kissed.
For the
So,
Miners,
a little bit of
Charles
embarrassment
Doty
there for
and Jordan
Mom back
Thurman.
at home, but we're underway now.
I'm sure she'll appreciate you telling that story.
Oh, 100%. I'm sure I'll be hearing it when I get back home. But for now, I'm free. There's the kick from Fenn. Booted deep. Too far to receive.
And Fenn's kick goes into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be Miners ball, first and 10 of the 20.
Well, with 1:34 left to go in the third quarter, Lehi kind of taking control now, up 20-7.
The smoked taco
Lehi looking to
is
go
where
3-0.
fresh ingredients, unique
Won their
flavors, and
first
premium
game,
smoked meats combined to make Utah's best taco.
Until I can switch
We're a
Desert
Mexican
Hills,
restaurant meets a barbecue
35-0
restaurant.
last week in St.
Thank you,
George
smoked taco.
in the 100-degree heat. I heard there was lots of wind, and they were able to get the shutout there, 35-0.
Good showing from them. Bingham will be what a good win for them in non-region play. Yet to play a region game. That starts not next week as Lehi has a bye, but the following week.
So the question, Kim, is how exciting is this time of year with college football starting, high school in the thick of it, NFL in a week? I mean, this is pretty awesome.
Oh my goodness!
Gillen's pass nearly intercepted by
Oh, they say
54.
incomplete. Let's take a look at that replay, though.
Incomplete. That'll bring up second and 10
That's
from the 20.
Falatu. First team All-State last year, making his case to be first team All-State again. You see them there in the center of the screen.
Definitely A+ effort. He laid out for that interception.
Talking about the diving catches earlier. Another diving catch there fell just short as it just slipped out of his hands. But that's a middle linebacker making that move. Whoever number 27 was on the defense read that pretty well. Gain of 3, though. 27 is not on our
Number
roster.
5, Isaac Larson, the ball carrier for the Miners, tackled by Lehi's number 90, Isaac
First-year
Sweat.
coach Josh Johnson. What are you
That'll
telling
bring
your
up
offense
third
on
and
the
7
sideline?
for the
What are you
Miners
telling
at the
your
23-yard line.
quarterback, Aiden Dunn, right now?
It's third down, Lehi. Let's get loud.
As Lehi gets loud, you got to keep the momentum. With the little momentum that you do have from that missed interception, it didn't completely change the swing of things. But you got to just put your head down and go. Not everything's going to go your way. As a long bomb like that could change things. That one's batted down, though. And there was
Does pass
10,
intended for
3.
John Kulimushi. Depending on the play for the Pioneers, number 3, Abe Jager. Number 10, EZ
Got double
Mama.
coverage there.
That'll bring up 4th and 7 for the Miners.
4th and 7
Back to
now.
Back to return this punt for the Pioneers. Mays Madsen. Back to punt for the Miners. Number 90, Riley Wicker.
Wicker, the kicker, back out. Of note on the play, Abe Jager, the Iowa State, he's been offered by Iowa State. As Madsen fumbles it.
And that ball initially dropped, but recovered for the
scooching
Pioneers.
off the
Number
field.
22, Gavin Smith.
He was hurt on the sideline there.
Yeah.
The Pioneers will take over 1st and 10 at midfield, right at the 50.
Wasn't quite as far as he thought.
In Miner
Mays
territory.
Madsen took off running to catch that in the air. Didn't quite handle it.
We'd like to thank
Lehigh
Lewis
fortunate enough to land
Livestock,
on the
locally
ball.
raised and processed here in Lehi. Lewis Livestock is committed to providing their customers with the highest quality grass-fed, grain-finished beef. Thank you, Lewis Livestock, for your commitment, your dedication,
Ed
and your support
Larson,
of
in his
football.
final year here as a coach of Lehi, has been the coach for 11 years with a record of 81 wins and 44 losses.
You know, that's a year coming after. Good run there by Eka. That's a year coming after 0-10. They fired their previous coach.
Gone heck of the ball carrier for the Pioneers, tackled by Bingham's number 9.
Rebuilt the program.
Tisini
Now they're the
Afemui
number 2 team in the
after
state with the
a
potential to become
12-yard
number 1
gain.
over Corning
And
Canyon.
another
They end up losing later
Pioneer.
today.
It's been a very impressive turnaround. I've lived
That'll
in
bring up
Lehi now
1st
for
and 10 for the
23 years.
Pioneers at the
And in those
37-yard line.
2000s, yeah, that's kind of the football program I remember. And Ed Larson has done a phenomenal job to turn things around, win 3 state championships in 11 years. That's up there with the best
And
teams
the end
in
of
the
the
state.
third quarter. It's the Bingham Miners 7, your Pioneers 20.
As we'll see how Ed Larson's able to lead this comeback here right after this short break on Apollo Street.
So he's
how to slant that.
In style, in a great fitting suit from Mr. Mac. We feature quality, designer brands like Calvin Klein, Michael Kors, Ralph Lauren, and Talia, with styles to suit every man and every occasion. We ensure a perfect fit, offering fast, free alterations by expert tailors at all 9 Mr. Mac stores. Arrive in style with Mr. Mac, serving Utah for over 50 years.
And we're back now on Apollo Streams.
We're on the same as far as the tryouts. So I was hearing a lot of
It's 1st and 10 coming out into the fourth quarter. Refs have parted ways.
Begin to start the fourth quarter. First down for the Pioneers at the 30.
Again, make sure to
7-yard
download the
line.
Junior Broadcasting Network app. Follow Lehi. We'll be here with this team all season long for the Pioneers. We'll be calling every game and bringing every game live here on Apollo Stream's YouTube channel through Junior Broadcasting Network. His net has some room. And he gets a good gain of about 9. But right in the middle of the L.
The ball gains about 8
Story
yards
tonight,
on that
another
run,
flag.
but there is a penalty flag back at midfield.
Yeah, Apollo Stream's really trying to change the industry as far as sports, live streaming, high school sports. So if you're interested, please contact us. If your school, if you're looking for live streaming, please contact us for some opportunities.
A little plug there from Lanny Baxter. Lanny Baxter and I, our first year here together on Apollo Streams. First year Apollo Streams has grown as we get a holding penalty there.
53.
That's number 53.
Spot.
63
Still
possibly.
first down.
I don't know about you, Cam, but I think we're ready to take this nationwide.
Let's do it.
We just got to figure out a lot of the technical.
After that penalty of 10 yards.
Once we
it'll now
figure
be
that out, we'll go
second and
nationwide. You have our word.
That's right.
First and 20 at the
Although I have no say in
47-yard
it.
line.
That's all up to our head cameraman, Apollo's dad.
All that matters now is we're in a beautiful night here in Lehi, Utah, rooting on the Lehi Pioneers and rooting on the Bingham Miners.
Oh, the double reverse. That's Mace Madsen on the outside. Makes the cut in. And he's got one man to beat. And he's going to try in. Pioneer children walking into the end zone. Touchdown, Pioneers.
Wow, he is so fast.
47-yard touchdown.
47-yard double reverse.
Palmer's metal mark touchdown.
You get him in the open field and you're going to look silly. You broke some ankles on that one. Look at that speed. That was unbelievable.
You see him there just trotting into the end zone.
For the Pioneers, number 5, Gavin Finn.
I think a couple of the
Holding
defenders thought they had a
4,
tackle
Mace
there.
Madsen.
After a couple of those moves, it was like, nope.
Mace
I'm not even touching
Madsen
this guy.
is becoming the Flash.
Signs of Britton Covey there.
There you go. For a Cowboys fan, you're sure mentioning a lot of the Philadelphia Eagles tonight.
You know, it definitely bothers me that Britton Covey
And it's good.
not only
It
went
was
to Utah,
11-17
but he's
left in
also
the
a
ball
Philadelphia
game.
Eagle.
The Bingham Miners 7.
That's a little tough for you there.
Pioneers
Tough.
27.
I still love him, though.
7. Britton Covey, a great guy. Played just down the road here at Tipview, I believe.
Close to BYU.
Yes, it is. Cougars certainly wish they would have gotten him. You see a great
career
shot in
in
the student
Utah.
section.
Now on the NFL with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles open their season a week from today in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Pretty fun there. Eagles have a quarterback that served his mission in Brazil, knows Portuguese. So he's showing the team around a little bit, talking with the locals, using that Portuguese language.
Yeah, I can't wait for the NFL season to kick off.
Back to kickoff for the Pioneers, number 5, Gavin
CeeDee Lamb
Finn.
finally got his contract. I know one thing, I'm sick of hearing about contract talks. I want some games.
Yes.
I'm sick of hearing about if Dak Prescott's going to get $50 million or $60 million. Let's play some ball.
Yeah.
Why don't you be a good guy and maybe accept only $45 million?
There you
Kick
go.
goes into the end zone for a touchback. Bingham Miners will take over first and 10 at the 20.
Whatever longest kick that Gavin Finn has tonight, that's the amount of millions of dollars that Dak Prescott will sign on his contract. You've heard it here first. We'll take a short break here and back now, Aiden Dunn in the Miners. The wide receiver screen dropped. It's been the story of the night for the wide receivers for the
Dunn's
most
pass
part. It's been
intended
those
for
drops.
John Kulish.
No one can hang on to the ball.
Bring up
Both the
second
ball
down
and the
10
flags
to
from the
20 for the
referees seem to
Miners.
be covered in Vaseline. They're
Depending
flying
on the
all
play
over
for the
place.
Pioneers, Abe Jager.
Good to see Jager back out there. Scooched off the field last time out, and luckily no big injuries. He's able to get back out there.
Let's see if Bingham can get something going here. I'm sure first-year coach Josh Johnson would like to build some momentum. If they can't win this game, at least get something going here.
That's number 10.
Dunn's pass completed to Kulimushi.
That is
gain of 8 yards on the play out to the 28-yard line. Tackled immediately by Lehi's Abe Jager. That'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Miners.
They've said his name a lot
It's
tonight.
third down,
Jager with
Lehi.
a great defensive game.
Let's get loud.
As we said again, in January received an offer from the Iowa State Cyclones. Iowa State, just like Lehi's got a pretty good basketball team. As Dunn drops back to pass, blows, slotted down at the line.
Number 9,
And that
Taki
Bingham
Taki.
pass knocked out of the air by number 9, Kinisimani Taki Taki.
So that's just got to be one of the most fun names to say
That
in all
falls
sports.
incomplete. It'll
Taki
now
Taki.
be 4th down
so much
and
with
2
that
for the
name.
Miners
He's
at
a
the
stud.
20.
6'3", 220 pounds.
28-yard line.
Got some vertical, too.
Yes, he does.
He blocked that easily.
Golden Bears of California, the Cougars of BYU would be happy to get him if they can. Those are the two schools he's been offered scholarships to. Again, only a junior, so I'm sure you'll see more schools come calling here in the near future for Taki Taki.
It's 4th down, Lehi.
Well, wherever he chooses, they're going to get a stud tackle. Stud defensive end, sorry.
Yes, they will. Timeout called by the Miners. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors during this timeout.
Bingham.
We've got
their first timeout of the second
a
half.
fundraiser looking to take your baking to the next level. Try our authentic Mexican vanilla fundraiser. Once you do, you'll never go back. It's perfect for all your favorite recipes.
Beehive Broadband.
Give your treats the
High-speed
taste
internet
they
up to
deserve
100 times
and support
faster than
a great
competitors.
cause.
Reliable connection with dependable service and all you can stream with no lag. Welcome to the Hive with Beehive Broadband.
Yeah, the story of the second half, it's been all Lehi in the second half. I mean, they really have gotten that offensive going.
We will put 10,
Mays
25
Madsen
back
with some
on
incredible
to the clock.
runs and plays. And Lehi offense is really on fire right now. I mean, Ed Larson really loves his defense with a lot of veterans coming back. I think the question marks were on offense with some newcomers, but I think they're definitely finding their groove as Lehi looks to go 3-0 after this game.
Definitely, I was talking with head coach Ed Larson about Eka and Mays and how they've been lights out through the first 2 games of the year. I asked him what do you think's been working so well. Look at his answer after this play as we've got 10:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. Drops back and thrown
And that pass
either short or over
incomplete.
by about 10 yards either way.
Depending on the play for the Pioneers, number 20, Murphy Madsen.
Lehi defense
It'll be a
doing his
turnover
job.
on downs, and the Pioneers will take over 1st and 10 at the
You'll see
28.
Mays Madsen come out to return this punt. Or excuse me, that was 4th down.
I'm nervous to say it because I don't want to jinx it, but it seems like it's been a minute since we've had a penalty, which is fun to see.
Yes, it is. And so as we talk about Mays Madsen, as he heads back out, and Devon Eka, this is what Ed Larson had to say about them. He said, Devon and Mays have made plays because of their special talent, as well as the rest of the offense. I expect to see defenses change up a bit to try to take those guys away. Well, Bingham obviously didn't change up enough, as Mays Madsen has been lights out tonight. Looking deep.
Nice plug, Devon.
Jet New.
Touchdown. And that is Abe Jager who gets in there.
Jet New with a touchdown throw to number 3, Abe Jager.
There we go. There's the 30 points that we usually see from Lehi.
Yeah, great blocking. I want to give some love to the offensive line because they're doing a great job for Lehi. Number 59.
That's
Nolan
another
Morris.
Palmer's medal mark.
Number 66.
Lehi touchdown.
Tonga
Attempt the extra point for the Pioneers.
72,
Number
Brock
5,
Olson.
Gavin Fenn.
Number 84, Brighton. Sorry, no, he's the tight end, but the big offensive lineman up front really did a
And
great
the
job
extra point is
blocking there
good.
so that the
With 10
quarterback
minutes and 14 seconds left.
Definitely, you also have Drew Fabrizio and Jack Kusiowski on that line.
That bell.
Let's see. If Jager ring the bell for the Pioneers. There it is, the bottom of your screen, right above the A in Bingham. Again, we never finished the ad read for Mr. Mac, so we'll go back to that. Mr. Mac can help you look your best at your next big event. Whether it's a dance or a mission or a job interview,
We'd like to thank
look and feel
seniors
like a
helping
winner in a
seniors,
suit from
providing
Mr. Mac.
caregivers,
They have suits to
themselves
fit any size,
who are
from
ready
receiver
to
to
exceed
offensive line.
expectations. It's like
Suits
getting a
available in
little
all
help
colors
from a friend.
and
Thank
fits
you,
that will make
seniors
sure
helping
you
seniors.
stand out in the crowd.
Also, tag and go
Don't forget
car
about the
wash, say
fast free
goodbye to
alterations to
grime
make sure
and
you get a
load of
custom fit.
sparkling clean car
Mr. Mac,
that you can be
serving
proud
Utah
of.
for over
Go
50
unlimited
years.
today and
with 9
experience the tag
locations
and go difference.
statewide. Mr. Mac, definitely where I went to get my suits before the mission, lasted me throughout 2 years of the sun and through sweat in Phoenix, Arizona. Definitely worth the price. The guys over at Mr. Mac are great. 9 locations statewide. You know what else is statewide is that kick. That
And that
almost
kick
crosses
goes
the
in
entire
the end
state
zone.
as he boots that
Every
one.
sport has its season, but that athletic greatness is
gotta
a
love
year-round
Mr.
commitment.
Mac. That's
At
also where
Intermountain
I got
Sports
suited
Medicine,
up
we
for my
understand
mission.
what it takes to achieve
And my
athletic
ward
greatness.
was
It's
Spence
in our
Christensen,
DNA.
who was the son
That's
of
why
Mr.
we're your
Mac.
official sports
There you go.
medicine,
They definitely
sports
hooked me up.
performance, sports
So go
greatness
there.
provider for Lehi High School
Funny, in my ward we had
athletics.
connections to Mr. Mac
Thank
too.
you,
Wayne
Intermountain
Ware was the
Sports Medicine.
CFO for them for a while, so they hooked me up with some nice deals. So if you can find someone that you know who works at Mr. Mac, they're very generous.
A proud Utah-owned company for a lot of years.
Yes, sir. Over 50 years now in the state. The handoff goes nowhere. And again, in with
Number
the
5, Isaac
tackle.
Larson, the ball
It's Taki
carrier
Taki.
for the Miners, tackled by Lehi's number 9,
Yeah, he
Benito
said his
Nani
name a lot
Taki.
tonight.
No gain on the
Is it
play.
because you like saying his name or because he's been all over?
A little bit of both. But he has been all over tonight.
He's been everywhere. Yeah, this Lehi defense is incredible. With the shutout last week, they've given up 7 points tonight.
Hit hard there is brought down for a gain of 4 or 5.
Number 12, Damon Gibbons, pass completed to number 9. Correction, number 8, Money to Owl. Tackled by Lehi's number 10.
Let's take a look and see who
Mama, we do have
Lehi
an
has
injured
up
Pioneer on the
next.
field.
I believe Lehi has a bye next week. I don't know the exact situation, but I believe a team backed out and they couldn't fill that spot, so they've got an open week next week.
And then they'll go and play at Harriman on September the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
They're hard. That is Friday the 13th. That's our director, G. Johnson, reminding us about that. That is September, Friday the 13th.
11 yards and a first down for the Miners.
It'll be a spooky game. These refs have already made it pretty spooky tonight with the amount of flags thrown, but
I have a feeling Lehi won't be scared.
I don't think so either.
Show up.
Early on in this game, Bingham jumped out to a 7-3 lead, but it's been all Lehi since then. Nice little dump pass there. Still fighting for yards, and they'll call forward progress to the 35-yard line.
Gibbons pass completed to number 8.
Really shot themselves in the foot a few times tonight.
Depending
with
on
all
the play, making the tackle for the Pioneers, number 7,
passes.
Ozzie Williams. And also Paul Latu, a couple other Pioneers as well.
That they're probably looking
Gain
to
of a
clean
couple
up
yards,
next
that'll
week.
bring up 2nd and
See
7
who Bingham has next week as well. Bingham
for the Miners at the
from
35-yard
South
line.
Jordan, Utah. So let me take a look. Give us a second here as we pull that up. Hit hard there, brought down, but not before he gains the first.
Gibbons again the ball carrier for the Miners, tackled by Lehi's number 7, Ozzie Williams.
I'm sure the Bingham crowd would love to see some
Gain of about
momentum.
8 yards and another first down for the Miners at the 42-yard line.
See if they can get in the end zone one more time before the end of this game.
Bingham, 6A Region 2. And that one is just
Gibbons' pass falls incomplete. Pressure on the play by Lehi's number 58, Wes Betham.
Isaac Larson.
Pass falls incomplete. We'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Miners at the 42.
Next week, Bingham keeps the Lehi theme going. They take Skyridge on at home. Out in South Jordan, Skyridge playing Copper Creek, I believe their name is, from California. It was 17-14 a little while ago. See if we have an updated score. Still 17-14, Cherry Creek, Colorado. That one a nice catch there. Another first. That one's to number
Gibbons'
2.
pass is completed to number 2, Dylan Golder. Tackled by Lehi's number 20, Murphy Madsen. After
So
a
speaking of
14-yard gain.
Skyridge, we opened up the season with Skyridge at Timpview, with Timpview
First and
with the
10 for the
last
Miners
second
at the 44-yard line.
touchdown and win over Skyridge after giving up a huge lead. And then apparently Timpview and Provo canceled their game. That's a great hit there. Timpview and Provo canceled the game due to some,
number 8, Money
I don't know the exact situation, but some social media type threatening the coach's daughter.
After
or
gain of 2
something,
yards,
and,
they'll bring up 2nd
so the
and
coaches
8
decided
for
we
the
better
Miners at the
cancel the game.
42.
You can read more about that on the Deseret News. There's a story up there in the sports section. Probably find it on most media outlets here in the state of Utah. That's a big rivalry game that they're going to miss this year. Provo-Timpview, super close. A battle over Provo. That'll be a game that we'll miss. This is a new quarterback out this time. He decides to take a run for it. This is number 12, Damon Gibbons.
And Gibbons, the ball carrier, gain of about 10 yards, 12 yards.
I feel bad for the
first down
football
for Bingham,
players
run out
for
of bounds.
Timpview and Provo because they want to play ball. I mean, they work way too hard to have a game canceled, when you only have 9 or 10 games in a year anyway. So, yeah, pretty sad for both sides, but it sounds like, the administration possibly did the right thing.
First and 10 for the Miners at the 30.
I think so, too. And again, this is Damon Gibbons in as quarterback, listed as a defensive back. The low snap wasn't looking.
Pass goes.
He was hit hard.
Falls incomplete.
He hit the ground.
Pressure on the play. Placed
Not too happy with
by
it.
number 27, Leo 9, Tassi Ezekiel, and number 58, West Betham.
These Royal Blue helmets getting me excited for BYU football tomorrow as they take on the Salukis of Southern
Bingham
Illinois.
with a 2nd and 10 from the 30.
In case anyone is wondering what a Saluki is, I know I was. I Googled it a few days ago. Some sort of ancient Egyptian dog. Interesting. Carbonsdale, Illinois. That works for Bingham. He goes down.
Gibbons the ball carrier
on
for
BYU Sports
Bingham,
Nation.
tackled by
The
Lehi
inventor
as
of
Carson
Dippin'
Wren.
Dots, a graduate of Southern
4
Illinois.
yards. That'll bring up
The ice cream of the
3rd and
future.
6
The ice cream.
from the
I think
26-yard
for
line
40
for the
years now,
Miners.
it's been the ice cream of the future.
Yeah. We'll see how long that name lasts.
It's 3rd down, Lehi.
They're still ready.
Let's
So
get
they are.
loud.
5:40 remaining here in quarter number 4 in Lehi, Utah. Here at This Is the Place Stadium, home of the Lehi Pioneers, just in the shadows of I-15. Gibbons making some moves, finally gets it out. Caught! I don't think that was the intended receiver there, but that's Damon Gibbons who gets in there.
Gibbons pass completed to number 2,
Damon Gibbons,
Dylan
the
Golder.
quarterback.
Steps out of
Golder,
bounds
let's take a look
about
at
the
that replay here.
15-yard line after a
I don't think he'll admit
First
that
down.
wasn't the intended receiver, but number 2 came out of
It'll be
nowhere
1st and 10
to catch that
at the
pass.
15.
Nice door there, tight spiral. Getting away from the play.
Shoot. Apollo. Lone Peak game might be going into it.
I'm sure Aiden Dunn would like to get a touchdown here. The Corner Canyon transfer got a cannon of an arm. They just have some things to clean up. I mean, the Lehi defense has just been incredible tonight. I mean, that's definitely been one of the keys to the game. Lehi defensive line.
Lincoln Tahi, the ball carrier
dominated the
for
second half.
Bingham. Gain of a yard down to the 14-yard line. It'll be
Bingham really hasn't been able to move at all. And we're getting an update right now from Highland, Utah. Lone Peak up 7, 28-21. 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Corner Canyon has the ball. Can they complete the comeback? We'll keep you tuned as we're getting semi-live updates from the game as Gibbons takes it on the outside himself. Pushes past for the first down. First down for
Gibbons again, the ball carrier
the
for
Miners.
Bingham. Tackled by
Yeah,
Lehi's
that would be
Ozzie
a great
Williams.
upset
Easy
for
Mama.
Lone Peak to beat Corner Canyon. Lone
There's a
Peak
penalty
coming off
flag
of
on
a
the field.
down year last year for how good they've been in football in the state of Utah the last 20 years or so. But that would be a really big upset for them. Corner Canyon's kind of been the dynasty since they opened up, probably about 10 years ago. Well, let's see if Lone Peak can complete this upset.
So Corner Canyon right now has the ball at 2nd down on their 47-yard line. So they've still got 53 yards to go to get to the end zone. Their quarterback drops back, hucks it deep, and overthrown as we get a holding call here to come back to reality in Lehi, Utah.
What a beautiful evening here in Lehi, Utah. I mean, kickoff a little bit hot. I mean,
We'll bring up
start
2nd
out
and
about
19
85
for the
degrees,
Miners
but
at the
probably
22-yard
around
line.
72 degrees right now, and it's absolutely perfect football watching weather.
Yes, it is. This is Gibbons, the quarterback. Not sure what's happened to Aiden Dunn as that one was thrown behind him.
Gibbons pass falls incomplete. Intended for Kisini Afemui. Correction,
I don't
Aiden.
know if Afemui
Correction, Money
knew that pass was
Tuau.
coming to him.
That'll bring up 3rd
Pass is
and
caught
19
by
for the
Corner
Miners at the
Canyon. They're into
22-yard
Lone
line.
Peak territory on their 37-yard line. Don't have a clock on the game that we're watching. but we'll be sure to keep you updated about Lone Peak Corner Canyon. Lehi takes on Lone Peak later this year at Lone Peak. Low snap again. Lots of low snaps here. That one almost picked off by Latu. That's his second.
Intercepted again by
almost catch
Lehi's
there.
Paul Latu. That'll fall incomplete. Bring up 4th and 19 for the Miners at the 22.
Almost had a couple of interceptions.
Ladies and gentlemen, if your name is Melissa Hohen, you will want to come up here to the scores tower. We have your lost credit card.
With 4:30 to go in this ball game, Lehi up 34-7.
To the scores tower, and
the story of the
we'll
second half has definitely been the Lehi
it's fourth
offense
down,
finding
Lehi.
its rhythm,
Let's get
and
loud.
the defense holding the Bingham offense.
Definitely, it's 4th and 19 here for Bingham. Trips lined up on the right side. The low snap once again. That's not going to be enough. Maybe I spoke too soon.
I think you got it. Did you get it?
Gibbons' pass is completed to number 3, Gage Bloomfield. Gain of 20 yards and a first down.
And that's a first down. Would you look at that? I spoke too soon.
It'll be first and goal from the 4-yard line for Bingham.
Bingham would love to get a touchdown right here. First year coach Josh Johnson would love to build some momentum going into next week. With 4 minutes left to go in this game, probably out of hand, but if they could put up 14.
There you go. Does he get in? He does. He signaled from the refs.
Gibbons
Gibbons
scores a
the
touchdown,
handoff.
5-yard touchdown for the Bingham Miners.
Possibly Isaac Larson who got in there. Maybe did Gibbons take it himself?
With the extra point attempt.
Maybe that was Gibbons who took it in for himself. And Corner Canyon just took a shot to the end zone, just out of the outstretched hands, in and out. Would have been a heck of a catch, but incomplete. Probably a offsides, maybe false start.
Penalty flag on the field.
Another penalty. The refs have seen almost violent with some of those penalty throws of the flag. Very aggressive throws with those penalty flags. They definitely have. They might have sore arms tomorrow. With that much they've thrown those penalty flags.
To the goal line.
These refs got to get to work with the Bingham, with the Lehi Lehigh baseball team. Got some pretty good arms with the amount of flags they throw. Officials timeout now, and will possibly take a break.
Which one? The Sky Ridge guys?
So no, this is Corner Canyon, Lone Peak. And we're back now. And he gets in for 2 after the encroachment was called on Lehi.
And the extra try is good.
2 points. 15
and with
to
3 minutes and
34.
49 seconds left in the ball game, it's the Bingham Miners 15, your Pioneers 34.
But how about 15?
Hey, we'll take it.
Nice even number.
Yeah.
We'd like to thank UNBC, located here in Lehigh, and providing complete building and commissioning services across the Intermountain West for over 20 years. Thank you, UNBC. We are supporting Lehigh football. We'd also again like to recognize our title sponsor, Aloha Orthodontics.
Excuse me,
Our Red Zone
Canyon just
sponsor,
took a
Smoked
penalty.
Taco.
So that'll be bring up third
And our
and possibly
touchdown
15
and
for the
scoring
Chargers.
sponsor,
We'll definitely keep you updated, but we'll be back after this here on Apollo
our
Streams.
field goal sponsor, Les Schwab.
We're back just in the nick of the time from the ad. Here's the onside kick. We're going to get a false start, most likely. It's probably a re-kick.
Pop-up kick. 5-yard penalty. Re-kick.
That means we'll bring it back to the 35-yard line. Kickoff is the 40-yard line in high school.
Lehi cheerleaders cheering on the purple, trying to get the crowd going. Looks like a lot of the student section is still standing for Lehi. They definitely have had something to root for the second half. First half, a little bit slow.
Timeout.
Tough time getting the crowd
Lehi.
going with all those penalties and drop passes. But the second half has been pretty dominating by Lehi.
Definitely, and you know, Lehi has shown great tenacity here after a tough game early. And folks, we've got breaking news out of Highland, Utah. The Corner Canyon Chargers have been defeated 28-21. Lone Peak has beat Corner Canyon. The number 6 team in the country goes down.
Between Lone Peak and Corner Canyon is final. Yes, sir. Lone Peak 28, Corner Canyon 21.
Let's go!
The roar of the crowd.
You heard it here first, though.
That's true. Lone Peak students have rushed the field.
Cam, you beat him by about 10 seconds there.
I'm wondering if he heard it from me. The booth is right there. The window's open. He may have heard it from you. Whoa!
Whoa!
Bingham thinks they may
And
have
the
it.
onside kick is recovered.
Bingham recovers the onside kick. So,
Bingham.
folks, this one's not quite over yet. It's a 19-point game.
Yeah, I don't know
So
what happened there. They
still
had
a
their
three-score
all-hands
game.
team there, and just couldn't contain it. I thought they had that. Nice kick by Bingham.
Let's go, bro.
Went exactly 10 yards.
And
Lehi defender couldn't quite come up with it.
And if you hear the student section, not quite sure if our mic is picking it up, the Lehi student section raining down with overrated chants. Probably due to the Corner Canyon football loss.
Yeah, it's rare I root for Lone Peak, but this is definitely one of those
There you
cases.
go.
I shouldn't say that.
That pass falls incomplete. Defending on the play for the Pioneers,
Corner
Ozzie
Canyon
Williams.
28-21. With an
Pass was
incredible sack to
intended
end the
for
game.
Gage
Didn't even
Bloomfield.
get off a final pass.
We'll bring up 2nd and 10
So mad I'm not there.
for the Miners
Lone Peak
at
had
the 45.
Corner Canyon had a run that got them to the Lone Peak 15-yard line, but it was called back due to a penalty. Someone not paying attention on the Lehi sideline.
Getting an earful from the coaches for sure.
Yes, he is. Aiden Dunn back in the game, brought down hard.
Evans is sacked by Lehi's number 95, Briggs Love.
Yeah, Lehi defense
We'll bring up
taking
3rd
some
and
pride
11
right now.
for the Miners,
I'm sure they don't
the
want
44-yard
Bingham to get in
line.
the end zone again.
No, they do not. Briggs Love with only the
It's
second
3rd down,
tackle of the year.
Lehi.
Gets in there for a
It's
sack.
Kinalao.
3:10 left in this game.
You hate to see it. You get the onside kick, and then the offense can't do anything with it. In fact, the offense right now has currently gone backwards. Able to escape. Caught. Will it be enough for the first down? Looks like they'll give it to him. First down, Bingham Miners.
That pass completed to number 8.
Dangerous pass.
Although the
Money
flag is
Suau,
on the
tackled by
field,
Lehi's
right in
Ozzie
the area where
Williams. We
he
do have
threw
a penalty
it.
flag
You
in the
wonder if it
backfield.
was an illegal throw past the line of scrimmage. If so, that would be a loss of down.
I can still hear Dave Olson in the crowd. He's definitely a huge Lehi supporter.
10 yards from the previous spot. Still 3rd down.
Cheering on his team. All night long.
All night long has been the story for these refs.
That'll bring
Refs
us a
have not let up
3rd
on the
and 21
penalties.
for the Miners at the
Yellow flags
34-yard
continue
line.
to fly. here in Lehi, Utah.
It's third down, Lehi.
It'd be fun to see a clean last 2 minutes and 50 seconds of this ball game. As the clock ticks down.
Let it go.
I think we're all hoping for that. Again, another low snap. That's been the story of the night. Oh! Man, how did he get? He got there early.
I got there a little early.
That's a good call.
Intended for number 14, Jordan Thurman
coaches,
falls incomplete. Depending on the play for the Pioneers.
That is a good call from the ref.
Mama, however, there is a penalty flag on the
He
play.
was early. Lehigh crowd doesn't like it, but yeah, he was a little bit early on that hit.
That bails out Bingham, who had 3rd and 21.
And the refs had that fastball with that yellow handkerchief ready to throw it.
Too
quickly.
Previous spot, still third down.
The trainers might have to ice the ref's arm after the game.
3rd and 6, we're going to say, from at the 49-yard line.
Somebody know pass interference is not an automatic
It's third down again, Lehi.
high school football.
Oh, let's get loud.
3rd and 7. That one
And that pass falls incomplete. Intended for John Kulimushi. Depending on the play for the
Another risky
Pioneers,
pass.
Abe
4
Jager.
Lehigh defenders on that.
That'll bring up 4th down.
4th down,
For the
they're
Miners
definitely going
at
to
their
go for it
own
with 7
49.
yards to go.
100%. Lehi, along with Isaac Larson, has led a great start to the year from the offense from Bingham, at least in the last game against Crimson Cliffs.
Tried to get the Lehigh defense to bite, but they held strong.
Back now, 4th and 7. 2:32 remaining here in the 4th quarters. Goes back to pass, looking deep, looking for Kulimushi. That one picked off.
And that Bingham pass is intercepted by number 3, Abe Jager. Turnover.
Jager's been
Pioneers will take
everywhere
over
tonight.
first
He
and 10 at
anticipated
the
that
21-yard
pass.
line.
Made a great interception. We've been saying Jager's name a lot tonight.
Yes, we have. Jager looking to possibly go to Iowa State. Up to Des Moines, Iowa.
Big 12 country. That'd be cool.
Yes, it is.
He definitely has the athleticism. You can tell.
100%. He went down early with an injury, scooted off the sideline to get off, so no timeout had to be taken. But didn't seem to faze him too much, as we've now got a new quarterback in, or is it still Jet New? I can't quite tell. Looks to still be the number 8. Number 6 or number 8. These small numbers. Oh, that one's fumbled. That's Jet New, and he's brought down as a sack on the defensive line of Bingham.
And that's a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, I think Lehi's looking to
7
finish
yards.
out that
It'll bring up 2nd